Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It's Manchester United versus Sevilla tonight in the Europa League semi-final time. Very, very excited by this. I'm sure you are as well. How's your nerves? Are you nervous? Are you excited? I certainly am, and I think Manchester United can get a result tonight. I'm putting total respect on Sevilla. I think they're a very good side, but I don't feel that they're a team that can beat Manchester United comfortably. And I think if we defend well, we will win. And I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. We're a little bit early tonight because the team news is going to come in early, I suspect. It normally always does when it comes to the Europa League team news. It's coming very soon is what we know at the moment. And I suspect that will be coming in very, very soon indeed. But let's just see if it is actually now. That's my predicted team on the left-hand side, of course. And I think that is where we're at. I think Romero will be in goal, as I said, and I think that you will see the normal back four with Bruno and Matic and Pogba and Greenwood and Martial and Rashford involved as well. But we are waiting for this team news to come in, and as soon as I've got it for you, I will give it to you. It normally is in by now. Maybe it's going to be in about 3 minutes time, to be fair. It's normally about an hour and a quarter before kickoff, which is where we're at, of course. There's a bit of an echo apparently, and I don't know why. We shouldn't be getting an echo. Have a look for you. What a result last night as well with Leon. Unbelievable. Right. Okay, I've got a few problems here. I'm just trying to sort them out. Yes, this is it. This is it. This is it. Okay, let me pull you there and drop you there and pull you there. Okay. There's no echo, it's fine, I know. I think there was a little bit of an echo for a moment, but there we go. Okay, we're going to get battered, says Louise, and it's okay now, says Tom Holmes. Yeah, there was dual streams, because we are streaming on Twitch as well. Welcome to everyone on Twitch. Do you reckon if we lose, we will dominate in the window, says Zach Jones? I don't think the transfer window really is that relevant a conversation at the moment. I think that tonight it's a Europa League semi-final. I've got my Bruno top on, I expect. You know what, tonight I am a Manchester United fan, as many of you are. I'm proud of the team. I'm up for the team. I'm behind the team. And I can't wait for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to win this game, for Bruno Fernandes to have a massive part in this game, and absolutely not sit down rivals, because rivals will complain no matter what happens. But sit down these people in our fan base who are taking a pop at Ole and who are taking a pop at Bruno. I just don't get it, as I said this afternoon. And I fully expect Manchester United to go out there today and win the game. And it's not going to be an easy game to win, not by any shadow of a doubt. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think Sevilla are a good side, but I feel that Manchester United do have an opportunity here, and I expect it. Get your score predictions in. Joseph James says 2-1 to United. Damian Drummond says it will be 1-0 penalty. I am carrying a bit of an injury tonight. I must let people know. I was eating a ham roll on 2 days ago, and I actually bit through the end of my tongue. Now, what's happened is it's now very, very painful. And every time I talk, the end of my tongue connects with my teeth. So I'm working through the pain barrier tonight. And, you know, my talking will be fine, but I may grimace at times. And it may not be because of our defending. It may well be because I'm talking. So there we go. Just letting you know. I think it's always good to be honest. United team is still not out, which is surprising. I thought it would be out any second now. Any second now. I'm just going to do it. David De Gea starts. Is confirmed. De Gea starts. That's big news. That's coming from Simon Peach. That David De Gea starts. So we will be changing our team, and I think that's quite interesting. I don't know what everybody's reaction to that is going to be. Obviously, I fully expected to see Sergio Romero playing in this game, and I think in many ways he may well be a little bit unlucky. But ultimately, can I be absolutely honest? I'm excited about that. I would rather David De Gea started. I know a lot of you won't agree with that, but I actually do. I want to see. I wanted to see David De Gea starting, so I'm happy about that. And the starting 11, no real surprises in there. It's the team as I've got on the left-hand side. The only change, and it's a big change in many people's eyes, and I can see in the live comments some are somewhat not happy, is that David De Gea is starting in goal. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Williams, Fred, Pogba, Greenwood, Fernandes, Rashford and Martial. It is our strongest side, and this excites me because I think going into this game against Sevilla, in a game of this magnitude, should you not be putting your strongest side out? So I'm happy with that. I've just got to change the team as well. Mark, thoughts on strong rumours that United's first Premier League game of the season is against banter mid-table club Arsenal at Old Trafford? Well, as I said, a nice 3 points at home is a nice start to the season, isn't it? Hi, Mark. Man City were favourites to win the Champions League and Man United to win the Europa League. Thoughts, says Mohammed. Look, what Man City doesn't bear any relevance to us. We're masters of our own destiny tonight. Did you see Sancho crazy skills during the warm-up match, says Danny? No, I'm not getting involved in that today, the Jadon Sancho thing. I'm happy to talk about it if people want to, but I didn't watch him in a pre-season game because I'm still confident he'll end up at United. Time to show our class. Go United, and we're the only English team left in Europe now, says Joseph Zam, and he's going for a 3-0 win. So let's see how that pans out. Look, I'm going 3-1 to Manchester United. I think there's goals in this game, and I think we'll score relatively early, which will open up Sevilla more to be hit on the break even more. So I think we're going to see a good game. I don't see it being a tight game. Although, if I'm absolutely honest, it would make sense for it to be quite a tight game. If we allow Sevilla to have all of the ball, then it will be a tight game. If we don't, then I can see us getting at them and hurting them. Look, their defence is wide open. It is. There's a lot of space, but you've got to be brave enough to attack it. And I believe that Manchester United will do that tonight. That team that he's picked, that team that's on the left-hand side, that is the team that we're going to play tonight. And I've said it in the preview, and I've said it this morning, and I'll say it again now. Manchester United can definitely cause Sevilla problems. And that team that Ollie has picked is not a team. I'm just changing it for you now. This is not a team that is set up to sit back and, let them back in. That's your team there. De Gea in, Romero out. It's a strong... I mean, look, what do people think? It's a very... strong indication from the manager that this is my goalkeeper. Remember Jose Mourinho. What did he do in the Europa League? Even though De Gea was better 3 years ago, De Gea was a very good goalkeeper 3 years ago under Mourinho. Jose Mourinho still stuck by the fact that this is my Europa League goalkeeper Romero, and he will play through to the final. And Romero played against Ajax. Well, here we are, semi-final time. No loyalty to Romero. I'm going with my number one goalkeeper, and that's what's happened. I wouldn't underestimate Sevilla. They look at what happened when we last faced them. They're a good team, Red Baron. I totally respect that. And as a rival fan, I want you to sign Sancho because you won't strengthen any other areas. You'd be more dangerous with Gabriel plus a centre midfielder like Douglas Luiz, says the true Geordie. What a load of crap. What a load of crap. Matic should have started. Matic over Fred, says Memento. He would have started Fred in this game. Oh, he has started Fred over Matic. Bloody hell, I've missed that as well. I'm not with it. Fred starts over Matic. Now that is big news. Goldbridge is a prat. He's been outed here. I've just totally and utterly missed the fact that he's dropped Matic for Fred. Now, this is significant. I personally do not think that Fred played that badly in the 2 games in the Europa League, but it is somewhat surprising. It is somewhat surprising because... No, I've got it right on the screen, haven't I? I have got it right on the screen. I've got Fred in the team. I have got it right. Sorry, I thought I got it wrong for a moment. I've got it right. I've got it right. Keep it. Got it right on the screen. Well done. Backing Rashi to score. Come on, United. This is KA. And De Gea playing more will make back 4 feel more confident, as I believe he has more command. I feel, how about you? Says Luke Casey. Yeah, I think the back 4 will be more familiar with De Gea. As a riot, and we've done that from True Geordie. So we've got it. So yeah, let's get into that. I mean, I think that's more significant for me, that Fred to cover Brandon, says Jack Brown 852. I think that's quite a big statement. Very big statement. Hi Mark, all set for the game. Any chance of a shout out for Connor, LA and Jack watching all the way from Dublin? Come on United, says Connor Patrick. Yep, shout out to Connor, La and Jack. And backing Rashi to score, we've done that. And Pumpkin Spice Latte says chat is so disrespectful towards Fred. Get behind it, you prats. Look, what I would say about this is not Lask Links. This is not Copenhagen. Poor Ricky, says Man United lists. Yeah, I mean, look, and welcome to Corey Widdowson, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Thank you for joining. If you are a member, you get your little badge next to your name if you feel left out. Corey will have that now. Look, Fred starting over Matic is somewhat more surprising than De Gea starting over Romero, and that did surprise me. I think that, well, look, it's a big game, and I think that it's a risk. It's an exciting risk, but I am very surprised that he's not picked Matic, because for me, Matic has been a fundamental part of United's success. Not quite as good as Bruno, no, in fact, nowhere near as good as Bruno's impact, but he has been a really good player for us. You are playing a team that's going to pass us off the park with someone like Benega, and then you put Fred into that role. What the exciting thing about it is that everyone says we need a CDM. Well, look, if McTominay's blown his audition, which he did against Palace, and it's now Fred's turn, well, Fred's getting the audition in the Europa League semi-final in that CDM position. So it's going to be fast-paced, says Smokey123, and therefore it suits Fred better. It's certainly exciting, if not surprising. I think the score is going to be 1-0, says Jamie on Twitch. And United fans, thoughts on Chong going on loan, says Dexter. I think we're all very happy about that one. Sevilla have a better defence, so it'll be interesting, says Rich the Man 33. Matic only plays well when he needs a new contract. He always has, says Simkin 88. I'm saying Rashford brace 2-0, but definitely won't be easy, says HX08. And I think Fred has a better connection with Bruno and Pogba rather than Matic, says Revan. Well, it's a bit hard to say that, because I think the connection between Bruno and Pogba was very good after lockdown. Fred gives the ball away in dangerous areas. These guys are not Copenhagen. They will punish mistakes, as Sam SM. Well, I agree with that. And can you give a shout out to all his Man United supporters from LA, California? Let's get the win, says Jose Frias. Shout out to the LA United fans and everybody wherever you're watching. Another semi-final, and Romero dropped for De Gea. What happens if De Gea has another howler? I feel sorry for Romero, says Lee Taylor. I don't think you're going to be the only one. And Mark, can you shout out my Twitter at 101 United? There you go, SlimFit at 101 United. Give him a follow there if you are on Twitter. 5-0 Sevilla win, says Football Passion. Well, I want to get into your thoughts. We will be getting Flex on in a few minutes, but what are your thoughts on this team? Does it change your confidence towards this game? I think, to be honest with you, one person will win us this game. I'm not rubbing my tits. I am, but I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. I'm rubbing my Bruno. Not in that way either. I'm telling you that name, Bruno, Portuguese Magnifico, is the man who's going to win us this game. So look, Fred and De Gea can lose us the game, and they're selections that will be looked at if they do. But for me, this game is about how we attack. Do we attack them? And if we attack them, I think we can beat them. Europa game suits Fred. He always performs in them, says Samir Sayed. And Lee Taylor, we've done that one. And also Mark, yeah, we've done that one. Romero should leave United after this. It's shocking and blatant disrespect from Ollie. De Gea howler incoming. Hasn't played a good game since Arsenal 2018, says Barry. Barry, you're probably not... in the minority there at all. I think there'll be a lot of people out there who will be disappointed. by the fact that Romero's not starting, but for me, I'm not that worried. I can give you the team for Sevilla. Some people were saying that Banega isn't starting. Well, he definitely is. Bono, not the one from U2. That would be hilarious. It's not Bono from U2. It's Bono, the Sevilla goalkeeper. Jesus Navas, Condi, Carlos, Reguilón, Fernando, Jordan, Banega, Ocampos, Suso and Anesri. And to be honest with you, the 2 players to look out for are number 5, Ocampos, Argentinian winger, and number 10, Banega. But they are very good on the ball, all of them. They're a team. They're not really a team of individuals. De Jong is somebody you would recognise as well as Jesus Navas from the Premier League. De Jong is on the bench. De Gea is very much not on the bench. He starts. But Banega does start for Sevilla. Ocampos is a good player for them. But to be honest with you, Sevilla are not about individual players. They are a team, and that's what it's all about. Where is Matic? Say the live comments. Well, Matic is on the bench for Manchester United. I can tell you the bench is Romero, Bailly, Fosu Mensah, Mengi, Andres Pereira, Dan James, Jesse Lingard, Juan Mata, Matic, McTominay and Ighalo. Nobody shockingly missing out from the bench, of course. This is the team, and that's on my left, and the bench does have Matic on it, so he has been dropped, which I think is very interesting. So let me come back to you. Hamadar says, does this mean we are keeping Dean for goalkeeper? We should stick with Romero and lift pressure off De Gea for the rest of the season. If we lose, he will be blamed. And Joydeep Sanar says, Fred brings more tenacity to the midfield, so I am excited. Surely we need to play De Gea constantly to get his confidence back. He saved Man United in bad times, so we need to get back in when his confidence drops, says Hansen Han. Red Baron says, I'm very happy City got knocked out of the Champions League when I had City mates saying they're going to win the Champions League, so I am happy. And my confidence has gone down since De Gea was named, says Lee Taylor, which is it's surprising that people are saying that. And Megan O'Neill says, Ollie is showing his lack of tactical skills. This is a game to start both Fred and Matic and bring Greenwood off the bench. We will blow this. I like the team. You know, whether it's tactical naivety or not, I do like it. And Jerome T. Green says, people are acting like Romero didn't have a howler against Norwich, which I think is a fair point. Look, for what it matters, I'm very happy that De Gea is starting. Chelsea says, just got the 2021 home shirt with number 26. Did you see what Solskjaer told Bruno when he first arrived? Go out and be a leader. And I ain't confident at all. I'm going 3-1 Sevilla. I think they will play us off the park, says Sean Turner. There's going to be fans who are nervous. There's going to be fans who are confident. For me, I'm confident. I think we'll win the game tonight. And I'm happy. I'm happy with De Gea starting. I'm more reserved and concerned that Matic isn't starting, if I'm totally honest. But I'm not. It's not. I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I still think that we can do well. So yeah, it's it is what it is, and I think, look, you've got to stick with the manager. The game is on BT Sports in England, Clarkey 7. Yes, it is. And please subscribe if you're new. By the way, bottom right hand corner, we are on the road now to 800,000 subscribers, and we are only 400 subscribers away from 795. In fact, that is wrong. I need to change that in the top corner. So please subscribe if you're new. And we could be changing this again very, very soon, because we're currently on 795. Get that right. And we're only 400 off 796. On the road to 800k. So please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner, and share the video. I have an important question, says Jose Frias. So what do we do when Bruno gets injured or needs a rest, or Martial needs one? We don't have any quality backups. This is why we need to be active in the transfer window. Hopefully Bono can give us a gift, says Alec Williams. There's got to be a joke in that, hasn't there? There's got to be a joke if Bono makes a mistake. There's got to be some sort of U2 song there, The Fly, or Elevation, or Lack of Elevation from Bono. See, I can think, what other? Achtung Baby, because we're in Germany. What does Achtung Baby even mean in German? But we are in Germany tonight. Yeah, there's got to be some good U2 line songs there. The point is, because of Fred, will Pogba sit deeper than he does with Matic, says Danielle. That's a little bad for the attack. Is it a defensive move? Well, it's a very good point tactically from Danielle, and the reality is we are going to sit deeper anyway against Sevilla. We will sit deeper tonight, because there will be this feeling that Sevilla are going to dominate the ball. Now, I don't think that has to be the case, although Sevilla are very, very good on the ball. I don't feel that we have to be the team that gives up the ball to Sevilla. But certainly, I think Paul Pogba will play deep. He did that in the World Cup with Kante. Do you think Ollie gave both goalkeepers a chance in the quarters and semis and challenged them with whoever plays better starts the final, says Gareth Blake? Maybe, but to be honest with you, I think unless De Gea makes a bad mistake tonight and we win, he would be in the final. Think De Gea's on hiding to nothing. Mistake in a game like this big and it'll be Henderson time. Sheffield United have bought a new keeper too, says Robert McCormack. Yeah, it is an interesting scenario without shadow of doubt. Mark, they have Sergio Reguilon too, says Maddox Pahal. Hey, they've got good players that you may know a lot more about. I haven't got a problem with that, but I think that the scenario is that it's a team that's definitely set up to have a go, and I think that United will have to have a go in a game like this because we don't want to do what Wolves did, and I don't think Ollie has set up a team to do that at all anyway. I think this team is, without a shadow of a doubt, ready and able to do this. Bono still hasn't found what he's looking for. That's the line, Gustav. He still hasn't found what he's looking for. Absolutely bang on. Think De Gea's on hiding to nothing. We've done that one. Bono still hasn't found what he's looking for. If Bono makes mistakes, then it will be a beautiful day in Manchester. Oh, they're getting better, Joel Morris. They're absolutely great. Everyone's just I'm going to have to write some of these down. I didn't even thought about it. I'm just going to put beautiful day and hasn't found what he's looking for. We can have some fun with this, hopefully. Could score a goal and say, Bono's found some elevation there to head it home. Elevation. I'm guessing 5-2, says Chelsea. Good to see Fred. Sevilla plays much more openly than Copenhagen did. Ollie wants to play more attacking minded. Matic is good, but if we're struggling and stabilise the ship. Thanks for this contribution from Harrison Dunn. And hi Mark, just wanted to say thanks for putting out the content you do. Really helped me and many others during the last months. Much love, mate, says Kieran Boyne. Thanks for all the super chats that everyone's making. Really appreciate it. Please share the video and please subscribe if you're new. If you're wondering what's wrong with my mouth, I've had a couple of bad days really. I bit the end of my tongue badly, like really badly. So my end of my tongue, I'm having to put stuff on it to sort of numb it, which is obviously affecting my speech a little bit. And every time when you talk, the tip of your tongue does hit your teeth, and that bloody hurts. So it's causing me a bit of problems. But obviously, I was never not going to be doing this. If United lose, then it will be Sunday, bloody Sunday, says Joel Morris. For us, yeah. These are good. Thank you for the super chats. And remember, if you want to join the United Stand Members Club, you can do it by clicking the join button. We don't do Patreon or anything like that. Our content is free on YouTube. So if you want to support the channel, become a member, get a badge next to your name and access to the emojis, you can do that by clicking the join button. For anyone who's nervy, at least they no longer have Ben Yedder to score a brace against us again, says Man United List. Well, I said it in the preview. I don't feel that Sevilla are as good up front as they have been when we've played them in the past. They're not Dolly Parton up front. They're not. They're a little bit weaker than that. And I think that United can certainly hurt them. It suits our game the way Sevilla play. I watched that Wolves game. I'm sure many of you did. And while Sevilla had a lot of the ball, Wolves never really hurt them on the break. And United with Bruno and our front three can do that. We get on the ball and we move the ball quickly, we can definitely hurt them. Having said that, Sevilla don't concede many goals and they've not been beaten in something like 19 games. Glad you're smiling now. Hope you're feeling better from this morning, says Daniel Lechman. Thank you for the super chat and the concern, Daniel. Yes, thank you very much. Loving your positive energy, Mark. By the way, quick thoughts on the Bernardo tweet. Sounds insecure to me. It's Twitter banter. It says Martial FC. Haven't seen the tweet. I mean, look, it was funny that Man City got knocked out last night. It really was. But if we get knocked out tonight, we're going to get bantered as well. We're the last team in Europe from the Premier League. And side of the coin is I just saw somebody there saying that Sevilla will win this game 5-0. I'm not ruling that out. It's not my prediction at all. I'm not ruling that out. But that's the flip side of the coin, isn't it? It's the end of our season tonight if we lose. And if we did lose badly, then it's a wake-up call to how far off. I mean, look, Man United are capable of losing to Sevilla. Let's not pretend that this Manchester United side is superb. It's not. At times, it can be very poor. West Ham, we've had games recently where we've limped over the line to third place. So, but on our day, I think we can be a really good side. I said it after lockdown. I felt United were the best team in Europe for a couple of weeks, and that's the team we need to see tonight. Because I tell you what, even on a bad day, Sevilla can play the ball about and dominate the ball. Have you ever guys thought about doing a fantasy football league for the followers of United Stand? Says Nathan Curtis. We are doing a football fantasy league, and it is on our Discord, which I'll be giving you the details for tomorrow morning. I'll write that down. So on the show tomorrow morning, we'll be giving you the link to our league to enter. So that's that. If Bono makes a mistake, it'll be the sweetest thing, says Robert McCormack. I'll write that one down as well. I tell you what, if we score a goal and he bangs his head on the post and gets a cut, it'll be Sunday, bloody Sunday, won't it, for Bono? Which is an adaptation on a previous joke. But look, there's lots there. We don't need you, Bono. We can do it without you. With or without you, we can do it without you. Yes, I like that one from Joel Morris. Joel Morris is loving this. It's 4 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia, in COVID lockdown. Pulled an all-nighter, patiently waiting for the game. Hopefully my lack of sleep is worth it, says Hader Hammond. I've got a feeling we're on for something tonight. I've got a feeling we're going to enjoy the watch-along, the match reaction, the player ratings, the fan cams from Adam and Ricky and Saeed and the crew. I think we're going to have a good night tonight. Hi from Costa Rica, Mark. Did you see Thiago Alcantara playing against Bayern? He's made public that he would like to leave, and Bayern only want 30 million. Sandro Calvert. I think he's going to go to Liverpool. I think he wants to go to Liverpool, and I think that move for him will be massive for Liverpool. Depanchu says, I'm nervous not because of Sevilla, but because we score goals and individual brilliance. For me, we rely on individuals and not tactics. Last chance for De Gea. For me, that's from Depanchu. And welcome to the members club, Kieran Boyne. Chelsea says, a Man United scout was spotted in Norway in a Norwegian match with the table leader. Are you afraid Ollie's going to buy fake Norwegian talents again? Isn't there some... I did read that. I saw it on Twitter, actually. 20-year-old sensation. I forget what his name is. Maybe someone can tell us. Bono give you two, says Alec Williams. Bono gives you two. Yes. Yeah. Where's the clean sheets have no name? Oh, it's getting good now. Sevilla, Bono, where the clean sheets have no name, where the streets have no name. Upbeat, sarcastic, fantastic. Ricky's going to go on strike because Matic isn't playing, says Red Baron. Shall I tweet him? Matic dropped. How you coping, Ricky? Rick the Red. There we go. His fan cam will be interesting if we lose this game. Very, very interesting indeed. Hold on a minute.
We say it's the big game tonight. It's United and Sevilla in the semi-final of the Europa League. He's not selected Romero in goal, which I think Romero won't be happy with, but he's been playing in all the Europa League games. But David De Gea is playing in goal, and it's a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Lindelof and Williams. In midfield, it's not Matic but Fred in the holding role, along with Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, and then up front, Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford. Come on, United!
He makes me laugh with his shots into the goal. So he didn't seem that, to be fair, he didn't seem that flustered about no Matic playing, but I'm sure he is inside. What did you have for your Sunday lunch, Mark? I had a lovely bit of pork and got a pile of crackling to munch on during the game, says Joshua Bowerwater. Sounds lovely. If Bono makes a mistake there, that will send me over the edge, says Robert McCormack, the edge of the guitarist. And hi, Mark, what do you think about Filip Savanovic? Haven't seen much, but looks good to me, says Dan Hardy. I mean, is that official, really? Where the clean sheets have no name, we've done that one yet. We're having a bit of laugh here because the Sevilla goalkeeper is called Bono. So we've been thinking of little things that we can do in relation to that. But look, we're passing time. We're excited. We've not even spoken about Sancho at all. It's a big night tonight, though, and I feel like it's going to be an enjoyable one. I feel like we're on the edge of something really exciting. Anyway, talking about the edge of something exciting, here's Flex. How you doing, pal?
Yes, what's happening? How you doing?
We've just been doing jokes about Bono, the goalkeeper, and if he makes a mistake, you know, it'll be a beautiful day.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I'm not my U2 and Bono collection is not that high. I know a couple of bangers which I've heard you lot kind of drop in there, but can't add too much more to that, I'm afraid.
And if he goes out, Bono's still going to be he still hasn't found what he's looking for. That's another one as well. But there's plenty of these. But let me just read this. We need to win tonight, says Joel Morris. After what happened a few seasons back in the Champions League under Jose, a win tonight will be a nice bit of revenge for knocking us out. United have played 60 games. Sevilla have played 53, whilst Inter have played 52, says Harold Holsversvold. Believe that makes a difference in fitness. And the Norwegian player, Jens Petter Horg, right winger, value transfer market €1 million, been linked to Bruges, says Richard. So there you go. What's your thoughts on the team? De Gea comes in for Romero. And look, I saw Ricky's reaction on Twitter. It was quite... He didn't really say anything, but, he just said Fred's starting over Matic. I thought, we'll ask him on the fan cams later, but, he's playing as well, which is interesting.
It is. It's very interesting, that, man. I feel a bit bad for Romero, man. I do feel a bit bad for Romero. I would have just went with him until the end. I don't know what you think, but I would have just went with him to the end. I get it in terms of Solskjaer has clearly made his mind up that he's the better keeper. He's his number one. I understand that, but I don't know. Romero's earned that chance. He did it before when we had the Europa League run before when we won it, and he's been playing in all the games up until now. I just thought it was a bit of a kick in the teeth. To play in the quarterfinals, obviously big. He done well, kept a clean sheet. I just saw that as a bit of a diss, to be honest. But I suppose the other side of the coin is people want to see the best keeper in the sticks, and obviously, so Ollie sees him as that. But me personally, I would have just stuck with Romero. I think that's a bit of a diss. Hopefully, he doesn't make any mistakes today, and he should be fine. And obviously, the Fred situation with Matic, he done it in the last game. It's almost like he's in the postseason anyway. He started to prefer those legs from Fred, how he gets about the pitch a bit more. I just hope that we don't end up having to revert back to them, the main substitution, which will be like, the one that's nailed on, Fred for Matic, after, we're not controlling the midfield, or we have to kind of undo a change that he thought would work. Do you know what I mean? Which can happen, but I would like to see it pay off for him. Do you know what I mean? And not have to just revert to Matic unless Fred is tired or whatever. But I am nervous though. I'm not gonna lie about that. I am nervous. I think I can see it's going to be a difficult game. Like you said there, they don't lose many games. They haven't lost, what is it, in 18 games, 19 games now, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't lost in a long time. They don't concede many goals. And like you said there, against Wolves, they controlled the ball and had a lot of the ball, and Wolves were just, not able to hurt them so much on the counter-attack, even though they had Adama Traore. So that is where we can come into our own. I do think the midfield battle is key. I think Pogba, Fred and Bruno, if they can control that game inside the midfield, then we've got a very good chance of winning this game. But it's going to be uncomfortable. I think it's going to be very tight. And I think it's a really difficult game. I think we'll get there just though. I think we get there just. And I keep talking about quick starts. We didn't have one of those against Copenhagen. It's like I'm bored of saying it. I'm not even going to say it for this one about the importance of it, because every time I do, we never seem to start quick. So I'm just not going to mention it this time and hope that it doesn't work. So. And hope it does work, because we don't get any quick starts ever. So we need our front three to be at it as well, man. I want to see intent. I want to see pace in the play, pressing, because we know they're going to press us as well. And we've had problems as well, passing out from the back, trying to beat the press as well. We've had issues. So yeah, and you know what? I was thinking back. I watched back. I'd actually done a vlog that day 2 years ago when we played Seville at home, lost 2-1. Obviously, we were out there in Spain for the 0-0 Ballfest where De Gea was just at it, and they should have beat us. And I really want Ollie to show how much we've kicked on in them 2 years. I know it's only a one-off game and it's not a two-legged tie, but I would love for Ollie to show how much we've changed as a team. I think Martial was on the bench that day, Pogba was on the bench that day, I think Rashford was on the bench that day as well. So it'll be great to kind of show that we've moved on by getting the job done today.
How are your nerves on a scale of 1 to 10? Hoping for a clinical United performance. Martial to score, says Mustafa. Hi Mark, if we win tonight it will be the sweetest thing, says Nathan Medhurst. Bono still won't find the clean sheet he's looking for, says Ramsey United. And Greenwood will have Bono swearing Sunday, bloody Sunday, says Kevin Boating. Yeah, there are a lot of these U2 jokes because the keeper for Sevilla is Bono. It isn't Bono from the U2, but the U2. Norwegian target is Jens Horg. I mean, look, just going back to that though. I mean, I'll ask you about how confident you are about the game in a minute, but the game, there's no escaping from the fact that it's a Europa League semi-final, and he, maybe he will sub Matic on, but that would be an acceptance that he got it wrong, because he has dropped Matic for Fred. It's all right saying, well, we can sub Matic on after an hour, but that would be an acceptance that he made a mistake, because you're wasting a sub on a player that you could have just started. Unless Matic is carrying a bit of an injury, he has dropped Matic.
He has. Or I'm looking at it as like Solskjaer can see in Fred what he likes, what he wants. He can see a mobile player. He can see a player who can intercept, play. He's aggressive. He can get about the pitch. Solskjaer can see all of those things, but it's whether Fred delivers that in the game. I mean, we speak about, when the manager gets the blame for individual errors. I think it was against Copenhagen early on. Misplaced passes, players miscontrolling it. Not quite at it, not keeping the ball well. It seemed to be quite a few individual errors. But you can only say sometimes, that's why I do feel for the coaches a little bit, or the managers. Fred could be brilliant in training. He could be like, yeah, this is why Fred needs to start. But then when he gets to the game, he just ain't doing it. Do you know what I mean? So it's up to Fred, really. We've all been saying how bad it was for Fred, unlucky for Fred, that since the project restart, he hasn't hardly kicked a ball because Matic took his place. Well, then, actually, here's Fred starting arguably the biggest games of the season, quarter-final of Europa League and now the semi-final of Europa League. That's faith, that's confidence. So Fred's got to actually show it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't only blame Ollie if he has to revert back and put Matic on. We more have to look at Fred and say, well, I'll tell you what, he ain't taking any chance, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So hopefully Fred can show what he can do. But for me, in that position, and I'll stand by what I said, Matic is the better player for that position and that squad role with the balance on the midfield that we have. However, Fred is always open there to prove us wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? If Fred can prove that he can do it, then great. I think he's got more to his game than Matic in terms of his physical ability. Maybe not, in terms of how tall he is and headering, but I mean to get around the pitch, athleticism. That's what I mean. Yeah. But if he doesn't prove it, and Matic just comes back in and brings that calming influence, then it's almost like saying, like what KG keeps saying, like he thought we should cash in on Fred. I didn't agree, but I can see why some people might think that. Where does he fit in?
Robert McCormack says if we win, he's going to get a bono. And also we've got Per-Eric Klassen saying Sevilla, a very energetic team, press high on the pitch. Maybe that's why Ollie's chosen Fred. I mean, yeah, just on Sevilla. I mean, how confident are you tonight? I mean, what is your sort of score prediction? I fancy United tonight. It's just a feeling. It's not, I don't think we've been playing well for the last few weeks of the season.
No.
I just think that you can get at Sevilla, and I think United are well overdue. I think we've been playing quite poorly for too long. I just fancy us to do it tonight. But how confident are you?
Yeah, I think we will do it. I think it'll be tight, cagey, not great to watch, make it difficult for ourselves, take long to start. I do, like you said, we've been playing poorly for a while now, and these players have looked shattered even after a 2-week break. I just worry, will it be one big game too far? But and with how well Sevilla can play, and they can dictate the ball, and they've got good players, they really do. And we've seen what it's like when we come up against good footballing sides at times. Sometimes we struggle. So I think we will get it done now. I think between Martial, Rashford and Greenwood, with Bruno just behind, we're going to get chances. I'll be massively surprised if it's just a game where there's just nothing. You look at the Copenhagen game. Yes, we just couldn't score, but we made chances. And that's a team that sits back. I think the fact that, Seville will want to be more proactive, will want to get on the ball more, would probably help us. Do you know what I mean? Leicester sat back against us, we kind of struggled. Copenhagen done it, we kind of struggled. Bournemouth done it, we kind of struggled. So it's like towards the back end of the season, where we thought we'd turn that corner against teams who want to have a low block, we started to struggle again. So I think the fact that they want to play more aggressive football could actually help us. But I think we potentially could go long periods without the ball. But I think we'll get it done. Tight, not easy to watch. But I think we'll get it by the narrowest of margins. I did predict a 2-1. Yeah,
look. You know what? I get a lot of criticism as it is, but I've always said that my ideal centre defensive midfielder is somebody who is quick across the ground, tenacious, breaks up the play, and feeds the better players. And the closest player we've got to that is Fred. So,
yeah.
Matic has done a great job, but for me, Matic has got many limitations. One, he's not that quick. Two, the main thing for Matic, because he has been brilliant since January, is his age is going to be a problem. So I don't think we'll buy a CDM this summer. So the exciting thing about tonight is that it looked to me like Ollie was going to have McTominay as the backup CDM, and I don't think McTominay's ready for it. So if Fred is now going to get that opportunity, if he's successful, and it's a big if he's successful in this role, then we've got that CDM that I always wanted. You know, his stats are very good in relation to breaking up the play and tackles and interceptions. So it's going to be exciting to see how that works out. Goalkeeper says Jay Lings will score the winner in the 90th minute. I still can't believe Romero is on the bench. Disgrace. And James Dublin, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Matic is much better at keeping the ball than Fred, says Morton. I don't think that's... I mean, look, you spoke to Troy Deeney on the show in lockdown, and he said that they... You know, this is from a Premier League footballer who's played against him. That they target Fred because of his first touch. So look, that is the weak spot. We know this. It goes back to playing Wolves back in March last year, where I think De Gea rolled him the ball out, bounced off him, and Wolves scored a goal. So, you know, Fred's on trial tonight.
Yeah, he is. That's what I mean. He's got to show that he can do it. He's got to show he's up to the task, because Ollie's literally putting faith in him in these big games. You know what I'm saying? He can't afford to get his starting 11 wrong and make us start the game badly. So the fact that he's having faith in Fred shows it. And listen, Fred, I do think Fred is underrated. I think a lot of fans don't understand what Fred gives us. As much as I've said the way the team moved on and with the balance that we have, I think Matic, for me, I think the top teams, you could argue that Fred might be the better option because he can get about the pitch and he's got legs. And he's more tenacious. Against the better teams where we have a lot of the ball, we can let Pogba go and do his thing alongside Bruno. Yeah, Matic can do the job. But I feel when we play against more mobile midfields, I think you do need a Fred in. I think Matic can get overrun against better quality midfields, as well as he keeps the ball, wins it in the air and stuff like that, and has a calming influence. He still doesn't have that quickness about the pitch to get after people, which I think Solskjaer does fancy, which is what we're seeing in these latter stages. So for me, it's all about Fred having to seize his opportunity. He can't moan that he ain't been given opportunities, because he has.
Samir says Ollie's regrets after the game could be De Gea and Fred. Well, that's the risk taken that you want from a manager. Whatever happens, it's going to be fun on the fan cam, says Sheikh, with Ricky and Saeed about Fred and Matic. Yeah, because Saeed does like Fred, and this is Fred's to lose hereafter, not Ollie Gunwood's day anyway, says Sheikh. Nicole says, love your channel, but come on dude, it's a 5-year-old award. Keep it up, mates. It's a 5-year-old award, says Nicole K. Don't know what that means. Whoosh. And I can offer us more than Matic, just a main decree. I think Ollie is trying to establish Fred for next season, because I think Ollie knows Matic cannot be out every weekend starter next year. And that's from Jermaine Decray. And we can buy Messi, says Red Baron. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. We're very close to hitting 796. So bottom right hand corner to subscribe if you're watching. Do it now, please. And we will be able to change the number of that. And please share if you are watching. But yeah, just going back to that there. I mean, we were talking on WhatsApp last night about there seemed to be big overreaction to Ollie again with some fans last night, which I just find really, really odd. But you know, it just flies in the face of Ollie critics, really. I mean, look, I criticised Ollie when we weren't doing well, but since Bruno's come in, I'm happy and things are going well, and I just feel it surprises me when some United fans aren't like that. They almost want to make out that it's the players who go out there and decide themselves what's going to happen. And he's made 2 big decisions today that are clearly big decisions that are going to upset some fans. I think if, you know, I'm happy that De Gea is starting, by the way. I know you would have started Romero, but I'm happy. I want De Gea to start. So for me, but I know I'm in the minority. I know most people wanted Romero to start. So Ollie's made that choice. It's a big choice. Fred, most people would have expected Matic to start. He started Fred. These are big tactical decisions that show that he's the boss.
Yeah, he's trying to. Back to the De Gea thing. Obviously, with how good De Gea still is, even though he's not his best, he's still a very good keeper, and he's still our best keeper. He is. He's still better than Romero. But it just would have been nice to see Romero see it out. But that's one thing. But with the Fred situation, I kind of get it. I did say when we was going into this transfer window where I was like, look, okay, yeah, essentially we would love to get a defensive midfielder because Matic is not going to keep going for ages and Fred's not a proper true defensive midfielder. But I was like, still, we can still have him and Matic coming in and out different games. Fred's proved he can play at a very good level. You know, when Pogba was out and Bruno wasn't there and we were beating City home and away, we were beating Chelsea home and away, we was winning games, Fred was there doing his thing. You know, he was up for player of the season before lockdown. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't see it as, oh, what's Ollie doing? I don't mind it at all. I can see what Ollie sees in it. I just hope that he takes his opportunity. And as what you were saying there about, I think it was the Bruno comments, isn't it, when he was basically saying like, yeah, Ollie told me to basically do what I do at Sporting. I think we always say context is everything. When I listened to the actual whole answer Bruno gave, he was like, it's been easier to fit in here because the manager's basically saying, listen, I've seen what you can do at Sporting. Be that guy. Don't change your game. And then he goes on to say, actually, that's made it even easier for me to fit in because I have the faith. I have the trust of the players. Basically saying, I'm not going to get you in and you have to change up your whole game. We believe in you. We know how good you are. But some people have taken that as, it means Ollie's a shit manager. All he says is, yeah, just do what you did before. Like, it's so much more context to it than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And also, he's come into the team in January where he was playing for Sporting Lisbon a few days before, and then he's playing for United straight away. You know, you can't get him to change his whole game. Haters are going to hate. I have a feeling Pogba's going to turn it up a gear tonight, says Hader Hammond, and shut up his critics. This is his stage world class, Hader says. Welcome to the members club, Jeff Sterling. Mark, we need to watch out for Banega. He dictates play for them like Thiago does. Definitely Martial FC, you're spot on there. Varane Chandler says if De Gea makes another howler, that's it. We need to bring Henderson and stop playing De Gea once and for all. And Martial versus Reguilon is going to be an interesting battle. The best defender of the competition against one of the best attackers, says Matthew Smith. I mean, look, let's talk about it on individuals for a moment. I'm wearing the Bruno t-shirt. I've just got a feeling Bruno, whilst he's not been playing that well over the last few weeks, and welcome to Sam Brunel, latest member of the United Stand Members Club, he always, the penalty he took last week against Copenhagen was brilliant, but people just say it was just a penalty, but Raul Jimenez bottles it. Penalties aren't easy in big games, but I think Bruno's not put in a good performance for a long time, even though he always contributes.
He hasn't. I think that's fair. And you know what? Again, that was another thing that happened during the week that pissed me off when I just saw the whole timeline going into meltdown saying this, that. Like, look, if you know your football, I think it's easy to see that Bruno does give the ball away a lot. He does. And
he's a risk taker.
He's a risk taker. You can accept that Bruno has taken us up a notch. He's way better than Jesse Lingard. He's way better than Pereira. And his numbers in terms of goal involvements are up there with Kevin De Bruyne's. Is he at Kevin De Bruyne's level? Probably just below for me. But the fact he's in our team is something to celebrate. Do you know what I'm saying? He's made our forward line better. He's made our team better. And he's a player that we were crying out from. Stats can support or not support any player depending on whatever stats you want to pick to suit what you want to prove. It really is that easy. I could pick up a stat that where Pogba loses the ball at the edge of the area quite a lot and then the other team gets a shot. I could pull up a stat that when Harry Maguire's in a one-on-one race, he usually loses. Do you know what I'm saying? I could pull out a stat that when Lindelof goes for headers, he might not win them all. Do you know what I'm saying? We can all do that, but I just feel Bruno is a player that will frustrate. I've been frustrated with him loads of times since he's come. Loads of times. God's sake, Bruno, just keep the ball moving. Why did he shoot?
Him and Pogba were particularly bad in that first half against Copenhagen. They were off the pace, to be fair.
Proper off the pace. Do you know what I'm saying?
But to take that one game and then, criticise a man who came in when we were 14 points off third and made us finish third, it's just ridiculous in my mind. Look, you can... It's the criticism that I think strong. You can say he's not as good as everyone actually thinks he is, but what he's done for us is unrivaled. And for me, I see a player who, he's going to frustrate you. So he can improve himself. He needs to get better. But come on, man! Like, look what he's done for us. Look where he's taken his team. Red Baron says Man City could get messy. It is already messy, mate. And I'm going 3-1 United cagey game, but we seal it last minute as our subs will improve us, says Alec Williams. I don't know what subs you're on about. CR Seal 20 says massive game for Ollie's sexy Reds. Hopefully we aren't as stagnant offensively as we were usually, and these Bruno's the goats. Craig Masoner says Flex has a very good point about Fred's pace and box-to-box tenacity. Love the positivity before a big match. We all need to stand behind the club. I agree with that, Craig. Why Sancho? Commercialism, franchise. What's more important here? I'm sure there are players out there that quality at half the fee. No, there's not, Gurick. You tell me a player that's half the fee of Jadon Sancho but is the same quality. You're not going to find anyone. And Ezza for PM says Europa League finalist and World Cup finalist shows Romero has big game mentality. De Gea has played no big finals. Look, I get it. For me, I'm actually very happy. I mean, I like Matic, but I'm not bothered about Fred playing. And I would have started De Gea over Romero, so I'm happy. But I get that some people aren't going to be happy. But I do feel that tonight, and maybe this is where my confidence comes from, the Bruno t-shirt, but also the Pogba as well. I feel that Manchester United do have a real... It's Pogba and Bruno's platform tonight. You know, we've not even spoken about the front three, but to me, I think I can't see a game where it's a Europa League semi-final. The world is watching these games. These are big games now. It's not Copenhagen or bloody, you know, Inter Milan. This is Europa League semi-final. The next 5 nights, you've got Europa League semi-final tomorrow night, Tuesday night Champions League semi-final, Wednesday. You know, the world's going to watch these games, and you know, Pogba and Bruno know that. I can't see both of them having a bad game tonight. Before we talk about the strikers, I think that they are going to have one of them's going to have a big game tonight.
I really hope so.
And
man.
they've got to as well. We've got to demand.
Yeah, they've got that. That's what I'm saying. There are best players in that area. There are creators. You know, Pogba can create from deep in the blink of an eye by picking someone out from 30 yards or initiating an attack through the lines easily. Bruno, we know what he can do. They've got to step up. I think it would be great to see Bruno kind of keep the ball more. And I'm not saying don't try things, but because we might not see a lot of the ball against Sevilla, I think it's going to be very important that we do let them run around and we do kind of win that midfield battle. And part of that is going to be maybe Bruno having to not try that killer pass every single time. And Pogba needs to keep his game simple. He needs to run that midfield. He needs to be bossing it. Fred needs to be about. We need to stick it on Seville, man. That is what it is. And I know it's a different team, different manager. We've got 3 players that were on the bench that same time when we played them. But I'm still thinking back to that. They battered us away and they battered us home. Easy. Do you know what I mean? And yes, you could argue it was without our 3 best players, or who should have been our 3 best players. But I want to put down a statement. Like you said, the world's watching. Yes, it's the second-rate European competition, but we're in it. It's still a massive game. It's still a European semi-final. And I want our big players to step up. I want our big players to show that we are actually going in the right direction, not just cave in the big games. You know what I'm saying? That's my ideal thing. I want to see us step up to the plate, man. And the big players need to do it.
Just a bit of a breaking story because it's coming from Dimarzio. I will mention it.
Messi's
He's linked.
leaving.
Pardon?
Is it saying Messi's leaving? Is it?
No, it's to United. He's linking Manchester United and says that there's interest from Manchester United for Douglas Costa. Hey Mark, watching from Alaska, do you think this will be our first time watching Bruno in a big game? Says Alec Garcia. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And the big game needs big players. De Gea has to play, says Carl Fleming. Yeah, and look, just finally on the goalkeeper thing, because I think Blex would have gone with Romero. I would have gone with De Gea. But I know it was a few years ago, but De Gea in those Sevilla games, was especially the one in Spain, was brilliant. And he knows that a lot of people from Spain are going to be watching him tonight. So it's not just about his United career, it's about his Spanish career as well. So, you know, if De Gea can't perform tonight, maybe it will be the beginning of the end for him. But, you know, he can't be more motivated than this. So it'd be a big game for him. But Douglas Costa, Dimarzio is saying that United are interested in him. That's going to cause people to fear about the Sancho deal, of course. But I'd be very surprised by this flex. He's 30 next month and he's very injury prone.
Yeah, there was a time a few years back when Douglas Costa was really good. I haven't, to be honest, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I haven't watched him game in, game out, week in, week out in the last year or two. I know he's rapid and can get at people, but I don't know if he's the same Douglas Costa as he was a couple of years ago. But even if I'm not judging it on that, because I can't honestly say I've been watching him, it just doesn't seem like he fits with what Ollie's trying to do. Like you said, they're 30 plus. I can't see it happening. I look at players. If you don't know a lot about the player, yeah, you can look on YouTube and stuff like that. But we know about Douglas Costa, about how good he has been in the past. But one thing you can do when you get linked to a player is just look at what Ollie's trying to do and how he's trying to mould this side. And bringing in, like an Arsenal where they got a Willian for 3 years, that's their mould. That's what they can afford. That's what they're trying to do just to get by. But we're not in that boat. Ollie's really trying to build for the future. So I can't see that happening.
No, I can't see that at all. Yeah, let's talk about Messi leaving, but I don't know. I mean, look,
he might leave. If Pep don't give up and go over to back to Barca, which I don't think he will, he might leave.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this again. I mean, I know it's 2 nights ago, but I don't think Ronaldo would play in a team that conceded 8 goals, and I think obviously we all know Messi's a fantastic player, and I know Bayern Munich dominated them, but he didn't have a good game. Even he could have done a few things better. Like he could have got on in the game more, and he didn't.
He's the best player to ever play for me.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game, and whether that's because he's disengaged, I don't know. So it will be interesting to see if he goes to Man City.
Yeah, that'd be mad. Like I could see that. I could actually see that. Like because when you think about Messi, where's he actually going to go? I can't see Messi going to. Obviously, not going to go anywhere else in Spain. We know that. I can't see him going to PSG. Can't see that. What? Inter Milan? No. Juventus never going to share a stage with Ronaldo. Pep, Man City. I could see that, man. I could actually see that.
I've always thought that, but whether it happens or not. Joshua Balwart says, I'd much rather bring Memphis back over Douglas Costa. And keep an eye out for Koundi, number 12, centre back. He's very good. Glory, Man United, Bruno FC, says Thomas Mendenhall. And Sidant says, you guys are so reactionary. Imagine thinking we spent nearly a year dealing with Sancho to then go for Costa. I think those sort of comments just display that you're reactionary, mate, because you don't actually you don't understand this channel for a start. Like, I just told you where that's come from. It's come from Damarcio, who is considered to be a credible journalist. And then we've both just said, we can't see that happening. So how is that reactionary? What's that got to do with Jadon Sancho? I'm still very confident that we're going to sign Jadon Sancho. It's not reactionary. We're reacting to a story from a credible journalist. That's the only thing that's reactionary about it. Please subscribe if you're new, by the way. We're very close to 796,000. We can change that number before kickoff. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. But I said it before you came on, Flex. To me, it feels like tonight has got a, I think the Copenhagen game and the Linz, the last game, it was a little bit going through the motions. Tonight's the big game. It's the semi-final. And I just feel that, throughout the game, the match reaction, the fan cams, these are going to be big videos for the channel. I feel it's going to be a night to remember. And look, it'll be a night to remember if we get into a final anyway. But I just feel that I don't know why. I just don't feel that we're going to be in a couple of hours' time moaning that we've been outclassed and we've not been beaten. And if that is the case, that we get through, it's a massive thing to be playing in a Europa League final. The only thing that takes away from it is the fact that fans aren't there, but it's still being played. It's there to be win.
It is. It's a massive game, and that's why I'm saying I think we will do it. I think the boys will show that they've kicked on from that last 2 years. I'm sure Ollie would have said to them, look, this is a different United side. I know a lot of you were here in those last couple of games against Seville. Seville have changed in that time. I'd be lying if I said to you I truly knew whether they're better or worse than 2 years ago. You seem to think they're not as good, isn't it? You said.
Who?
Seville.
I don't think they're as good up front. They haven't got like the Ben Yedder or people they've had in the past.
But in midfield they're good. They're good in midfield, aren't they?
They're still a very good. I think they're a team. Sevilla. I mean, they finished fourth in La Liga. They're no pushover.
They're no mucks, and they haven't. And you don't not lose in 19 games. If you're not a decent side. The same way how we haven't lost many games in the last 19 games. You know what I'm saying? We're a good side as well. So you really are at the business end. And you know what? It's a one-off game as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these boys, I really hope that they get this trophy. More so, yeah, it's great for the fans, but it's not the same because we're not there and we're not living it and feeling it and stuff. I know it's different, but it'd be great for us. But I think it's even bigger for them. Now everyone's saying the audio's a bit low. I did turn it down a little bit. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just think it's massive for this set of players. This set of players is absolutely huge for them, and for Ollie to get his first major trophy. I think that's massive as well. So for me, it's more important for the players and Ollie than it is for us, because we always want to see our team win. But we know we're in the Champions League and we just want to be entertained and obviously cheer the boys on. But I think we're underestimating just how big it could be for them to get it and to show some progression. We've got to 2 semi-finals already this year and lost both. So, be progression in itself to get to the final. But hey, once you get to a final, if you lose, no one remembers it. So we need to go all the way, and I think we can. And I don't want to jump the gun because we've got to get today out the way. But wow, what a game it would be if we play Inter in the final. But hey, let's talk about today, and I think we'll get it done. Massive game.
Just had a reply from Danny from The Script on Instagram. He's watching the show apparently, so cheers, Danny.
Yes, Danny.
He says Ireland says hello and he's having a few beers. So look, it's a big game today.
Go on, Danny boy.
Big game today, and I I'm just messaging him here to say the viewers want him to come on.
Yes,
but it really is a big game, and I think that, you know what, I am starting to get nervous as the game gets close. For me, the only bad thing here is that obviously you're not over there to do the fan cams, and the thousands of United fans aren't there. That is, I mean, I was watching the snooker earlier. There's a few fans there. You know, the cricket's been on, the Formula One's been on. It's crap without having the fans there, but you know, we can't do anything about that. And I think we all said through lockdown, if it's no football or it's football without the fans, then you'd rather do this. But at the end of the day, winning the Europa League, we're all watching it. We're all watching it, so it is big, isn't it? And what was your score prediction for the game?
2-1 tight.
2-1 tight. I mean, I'm going to go 3-1. I don't know what everyone else in the live comments is going on. De Gea in goal will come back to bite. Ollie says Kenneth Gearing. Welcome to the members club, Aiken Chu and Fire. Farron Chandler says, I really do hope we don't get a new clip of Roy Keane ripping into De Gea tonight. And I'm not nervous for some reason, says Alec Williams. You know, I am. You know, I mean, we were asked that, Flex, how nervous are you on a scale of 1 to 10? I think it's a good thing. I don't normally get nervous, but I am quite nervous about this one. And I don't think it's because I'm scared of us losing. I think it's just because the excitement of the enormity of the game for me.
Yeah, big game. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't let anyone tell you shouldn't be nervous, people out there, because I'm nervous. You're probably asking the wrong person, because before each of these important games, the Leicester game, this game, the Copenhagen game, I'm probably a massive one for nerves. Like, especially going to the games as well, like these big games, and you're there as well, you get even more nervy. And I kind of feel more nervous because I'm not there, if that makes sense, because I'm used to being there. I don't know how I can explain it, but it really does make me nervous. But I think also as well, I think there's a realization of where we are as well. Yeah. Like, we haven't really got that arrogance to be like, on a normal day, we should be like, well, if we're in Europa, we should be winning it. And I know that sounds arrogant, and we're obviously not there, but I think that's where the nervousness comes from, because people actually understand where we're at and what to expect from this United side. We wasn't great against Copenhagen in parts. We wasn't great against Leicester, stumbling over the line. We wasn't great against West Ham. There's been performances even with this starting 11 that still isn't quite right. We're not dominating from start to finish. We're not dispatching of teams clinically every single game. So we're not going to have that level of confidence every single game, especially in the business end when it's a one-off game, massive game. So that nervousness, I think, is justified. And for people who can go, listen, mate, Seville, I don't care, comfortable, 3-0 we're beating these, 3-1, comfortable. Martial, brace. Greenwood, 1. Bruno, 2 assists. Yeah. Great. I wish I could do what you could do. But
no, you have to work. I think we will win 3-1, but I do that because I think we're going to play to our optimum.
That's psychology. That's why you're doing it.
No. I know to do it, we've got to play fantastic, and I just think it's about time we did. I thought after lockdown we were one of the best teams in Europe. I think towards the end of the season we limped over the line, but we deserved it. I don't think we've played well for probably 5 or 6 weeks. No, I think the last game we played really well was probably Brighton, wasn't it? And,
Brighton, I'd say Brighton, yeah.
But I know we've got the players to do it, and I feel that that's what's going to happen today. I think that what they are going to get. I mean, look, we've not spoken about the front three. We must talk about the front three. We're only 100 subscribers away from 796 on the road to 800k. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, and keep sharing the video. It's going to be a big stream tonight. Lots of people, the fan cams are going to be exciting as well afterwards. But subscribe if you're new. But we haven't spoken about the front three at all. Rashford's not played particularly well recently. Greenwood, very young. Martial, for me, is player of the year. Those three are so important. That game against Wolves missed the trick there. They sat back with the back five like they do. You know, the back five is so far back they're sat in the stands, and they never hit them on the break. United, if we can get the ball quickly to those three, you know, whatever you say about Rashford, running at full tilt against the side that's got a lot of space in its back four, they're very important tonight.
Massively. It's where, and you know what? It's a big question mark as to whether Marcus can find that gear to go up and start taking on his opposite number. Because, like I said in the last game, and it's been a kind of common theme with him since the restart. Really, he's played well in some patches, but I'd say overall, he would admit himself he hasn't been at his level. But what the biggest thing I'm seeing with him is just his reluctance to like run at the fullback. I don't understand whether it's a tactical thing, whether Ollie's, which I can't see Ollie saying, I'll tell you what, Marcus, don't use your best attribute and try and be a provider. Just keep cutting in from the left and try and find Tony over the top, or try and find Mason Greenwood coming in from the right, running across the line. I can't see Ollie being saying that. Everyone's saying Romano's tweeted, so you might want to check that. I don't see that happening. So for me, there's something with Marcus at the moment where I don't know if he's scared of giving the ball away, scared of not being able to get past his man, where he'd rather turn provider. Does he want a different role at the moment? Is he more looking for Martial because Martial's doing his thing? I don't know. I don't know what it is. So you're right though, but if he can get at the Seville fullback, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble. And the same with Mason. I'd like to see him be even more involved. We know if a chance comes to Mason, one shot, one touch, bang, hit, goal at any moment. I understand that. But I'd love to see him more involved on the end of things as well. So, and as for Tony, I think Tony would just keep doing what he's been doing. He's been absolutely superb. He's been faultless, to be honest with you. Anyone who says different, I don't know what they're watching with Tony. And that's not an agenda. That's just
too many agendas in this bloody club at the moment, you know. And I know a lot of people in the community agree with us on this. And if you don't agree, that's great, because it's all about different opinion. But I don't get the Ollie thing. For me, as I said this morning, it almost feels like some people want to be proved right rather than the club succeeding. I said this. I've never been a fan of Phil Jones or Fellaini, but if they'd scored goals, if we sign Fellaini back and he wins us the bloody treble, then I'll stand there and say, as I said this morning, I'm an absolute prat. I got it wrong, but United have won, so I don't care. That to me is all that matters is United winning. You got these Martial agendas, Pogba agendas, Bruno agendas, Ollie agendas, Luke Shaw agendas. There are people in this fan base who just want to hate on players yet support the club, and the only players that I don't hate on players. I just think some players like Rojo with his number 16 shirt holding it up. I don't really think you're good enough, mate. Don't bother coming back. But if he comes back and he's the best left-sided centre-back we've ever had, I'd say, you know what, I got that wrong. So it's not an agenda for me. I mean, Matic, last year I was like, get rid of him, bag of cement. As soon as he started playing well, I was like, you know what, fair play. He deserves it. For me, it's always about, I'll moan about a player because I don't think they're doing well for the shirt. But if they do, then I'm always open to be turned around. Fabrizio Romano has tweeted...
That's Aubameyang, yeah.
About Aubameyang's going to sign... I expected Aubameyang to stay. I mean, where's he going to go? I think as soon as they got... but he's talking about Gabriel as well. He says that Gabriel will decide about his next club on the next days. Atletico want 50 million as a release clause, although not sell him for Thomas Partey. 2 days ago, everyone said he agreed with Napoli. 3 days ago with Man United. 4 days ago with Arsenal again. When he'll really decide, I'll say what I know. If you're not happy, unfollow is the way, says Fabrizio Romano. So he's having a bad Sunday, Fabrizio. But he's not mentioned anything about Sancho, so we're not too fussed about that. But look, we're getting very close to kickoff. Let's have a look what people are saying in the chats. Good luck. I'm an Inter Milan supporter. Would be great to see an Inter United final, says Marcus. 2-1 to United. Glory Man United, to see James. And I love Fred, but I think it's very much a systematic player and would be a fantastic box-to-box in the right system. Never a CDM for me. Is Matic injured, says Aaron McCart? Well, he might be carrying something. He might be carrying something, Matic. But we'll see how it goes. But you know what? That's what I mean. This is a massive game, but this is the opportunity flex on everyone, isn't it? If we win this game, we've got all week to look forward to playing probably Inter Milan and Lukaku, and that's even bigger than tonight. I'm excited about tonight, but it all disappears in 2 hours, and we're getting bantered if we don't. So, yeah, I am nervous and excited now because we're 10 minutes away from a massive game. And everybody should be excited and nervous because it's an opportunity to get into a final. But, they're going to be the thing that excites me most about this is that Sevilla are just a very good footballing side. And they always have been.
They are.
Great record. Footballing side. Very confident on the ball. They're not bloody Stoke. They're not Wolves. They're not this team that's going to park the bus. They're going to get on the ball. They're going to back themselves on the ball. And they're going to try and pass through us. And when you beat a team like that, it's better than beating a Wolves, because Wolves are a system. They're going to hit you on the break and they're going to sit deep. This team's going to try and beat you at football. And if you beat a team if you can play football against them and beat them, then that's a massive statement. That's something over the last 6 years we've not been that good at doing.
Exactly, which is where the nervousness comes from. When we play against a good, well-organised team, even Southampton done it to us, Mark. And this is not me being pessimist. People are going to go, oh, Flex is being in a... Listen, we all look at the football in different ways. I just call what I see. And when a decent team, an organised team, presses us, plays quickly, has decent transition, keeps the ball well, we've struggled in parts. And I say in parts because it hasn't been for the whole thing, because obviously we've got good results. But I think the warning signs are there. And like you say there, Sevilla will play ball, which could in turn actually help us, though, because I think on the counter-attack, that could be where we get joy. We don't want to be that team, especially Man United, that just only have to rely on a counter-attack. Of course, we want to be able to dominate ourselves. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet for whatever reason you want to say, whether you think it's because of Ollie, whether Ollie says it's because, like he said earlier, we need to invest to improve this squad or we're never going to get there. Whatever the reason is, we are not at that point yet where we can just bop teams off the park, any type of team. Do you know what I'm saying? And when we come up against good footballing sides, we don't tend to do well in large moments of games until someone individual does something. So I hope that we can just play well. If they play well, the front three and the midfield, especially Bruno and Pogba, I think we can have a big say in this game.
Red Baron says you should ask Saeed what a system defender is. Life's too short to ask that question. Love that you back Ollie when so deserved. You spread positivity to us all, says Renate. And can see a goal coming from De Gea. Quick throw out from goal. We will counter-attack in this match, says Kevin Ryan. Look, you know what? People will say, you're a flip-flop. What did you say before? Football and life echo each other. You know, do we live in a world where you can't change your opinion? Do we live in a world where evidence can't change your opinion? I always think there's two sides to a story, and I think with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we've probably seen both sides, and now you make your mind up, don't you? But in January, I thought this story was ending one way, and the evidence was that he wasn't good enough. But when they bought Bruno, this was the player we all wanted last summer. You got to say, well done, the club. Bit late, but you did it. Ollie obviously wanted him. He got him, and the team since then hasn't really looked back. And to me, there's no reason to be negative. Now, I'm not saying that, of course, the jury's still out on Ollie. I think tonight's a massive test. I think getting third in the Premier League is interesting and exciting, but playing one of Europe's most experienced sides and successful sides, albeit most of it in the Europa League, there's still no mugs. I think that it's a real big test for Ollie tonight. And if he comes out of this game tonight, Flex, and wins, say, 2-1 or 3-1, and we deserve to win, doesn't give much wiggle room for those people who say he's a PE teacher and he ain't good enough, because, you know, you're not going to beat a team unless it's like, you know, the world's biggest injustice ever. They batter us, they hit the post 50 times.
No, but they'll just say the same thing. They'll just say it was the players. Yeah.
We've played football. I've played pub football. I've never known, probably apart from playing lunchtime football with your mates, I've never known a group of players go out and just decide how you're going to play. Certainly not at the highest level. I mean, that just betrays an absolute ignorance to playing, you know, even, you know, this it's just ridiculous to say that the players are the players that are making us good. I mean, this is bloody high-end Premier League football. Even on a bloody Saturday afternoon, you know, even through youth set-up football, these are players that, you know, they're drilled in relation to tactics, you know, free kicks, how I want you to move, where I want to be, analysation of, you know, heat maps, positional sense, you know, defensive lines. They are, to say that it's the players who go out and decide what's going to happen, it's just massively naive.
No, look, it's all about a balance. Obviously, Ollie has got better players in those positions, but most of them were just his starting players. Like, if me and you took over at Man United tomorrow, of course I would need Martial, of course I'd need Rashford, of course I'd need Mason Greenwood, of course I'd need Pogba fit. Like, of course you need your best tools to do the job. So of course I'm going to go and ask to buy someone like Bruno rather than trying to train Andreas Pereira to be able to do that. Like, that, we're a big club. That's what even Sir Alex did that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that criticism. Yeah, of course he needs better players, but it is a balance. There's loads of things we need to improve on. You know, I'd love to see us be more of a possession team and put teams to the sword more, dominate games more. But I just can accept that right now we're just not there yet, and we're growing. Do you know what I'm saying? We are growing, and more importantly, we're going in the right direction. And more importantly, on top of that, there were so many things that had to come before kind of fine-tuning our playing style, like getting the characters out the dressing room, like getting the right players in, like changing the whole spirit around the club. The whole stabilisation has to come before that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know people want to fast-track things and look at it differently. Yeah, but look when Pep came in, look when Klopp came in, they did this, that. Well, guess what? They're better managers than Ollie at this point of their careers. Klopp's gone and won stuff before with Dortmund, and Pep's Pep. So kind of Ollie's learning on the job as well and trying to find his feet. So I just feel like context is everything. And if you look at everything in one go and just try and be like, it's going to go to shit and we're not actually that good, it's only because we've got good players, Ollie doesn't have a single clue. I just think that's too easy to look at it from afar and just slap that stamp on the front. I think there's so many different layers to the rebuild and the reconstruction of Man United that unless Pep or Klopp came in, we weren't really going to see someone come and just slap down a proper footballing philosophy with those kind of discontents going on with the types of players that we had that weren't good enough. I just can't see it. So it's all about being contextual, man.
City got Messi and we got Cristiano. Would you take Ronaldo back for 70 million? Can't believe we didn't even attempt to bring him back when he left Madrid, says Robert O'Malley. Well, that was Mourinho again. A lot of talk about Mourinho, isn't there? Because he was the one who embarrassed us against Sevilla before. I think United will win today. Sevilla looked something in the last match as Waxwell. I don't know whether he's saying shit. But look, Sevilla are a good side. And I think they'll give us a good game tonight. And look, anybody who's saying Sevilla are going to win, I'm not going to disagree with you. My feeling is United will turn up tonight. I think for too many games recently we haven't turned up, and I think we're going to see a vindication of Ollie and a massive up yours from Bruno to his critics, some of which have been United fans this week, which I find shocking. So big night, and a big result going to come in, I think. Manchester United are going to lose, says Putu. Well, there'll be a lot, though, of course, look, that's the other factor here, Flex. There's going to be a lot of people hoping we lose tonight. I mean, I don't know whether people are watching from England, the UK, or the rest of the world, but it always makes me laugh, this whole, well, I'm going to support the English club. There's no Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea fans supporting United tonight, and I wouldn't support any. There's only, if it was Spurs, I'd probably want Spurs to win. That's it. Out of the top six, I've never really minded Spurs, but if it was Arsenal playing Sevilla, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, I would want Sevilla to win. So I've never understood this whole you've got to support the English side, because I never have.
Nah, no one. There's not going to be many English fans, especially. There's
that new kid. So weird, such a weird colour. It's my eyes.
It's not black, but it's not green.
The shorts look different colour to the top there.
Yeah, the shorts are black, aren't they? I think
the shorts look green and the top looks grey. It's a funny old kit. Yeah,
it is a funny old kit. But yeah, back to what I was saying. There's not anyone in that top six. Well, Arsenal ain't really in that, but you know what I mean. They're not wanting us to win. No chance. And why? If they did, I'd be slightly worried. To be honest, it's a rivalry, innit? You want us to lose. We want them to lose every game they play too. Yeah. So look, you don't need that. You don't need us to tell you that. If we lose this tonight, then we're going to get bantered on Twitter. That's what's going to happen. But of course,
it comes with the territory.
But we're in the Champions League next year, and our season wasn't defined by this. That's not me saying didn't want to win it anyway. Of course, we want to win it. So obviously, if we lose, people are going to laugh. But who cares, man? Let's just focus on our team and focus on the boys. I can see the players coming out the tunnel now, so I'm probably a little bit behind you as well because I'm watching on a different device. So yeah, come on, let's go get this W, man.
Well, I will let you get off, and we will get you on at half time, of course. We could even have extra time tonight. We don't know, but we have.
I hope not.
We've got all the fan cameras lined up. We're ready for a big night. It's not one of those nights where we win and that's it. I can't wait for all the reaction and fan cams because it's our biggest game of the season. This winning third place against Leicester was good, but this is a semi-final to get into one of the the Europa League's more important than third place. Because you actually get a trophy. It's bigger than the FA Cup. It's bigger than the Carabao Cup. It's not the only thing it's second to and third to is the Champions League and the Premier League. It's a big tournament.
There you go.
Okay, I will speak to you at half time, Flex, and thanks for coming
see you then, bro. All right, nice one.
Speak to you in a bit, pal. And you can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD for that one. But for now, it's me and thee, and we're getting ready. And the wife's over the moon as well because she's a big fan of the script, who replied to my Insta post. And apparently Danny from the script is watching, big Manchester United fan, and he did say Ireland's watching. I lived in Ireland for 3 years. I love Ireland. I've got massive love for it. It's probably the best. In fact, you know what? It is the best place I've ever lived. And I know there's a big United following and Liverpool, but we'll forget about them. There's a big United following over in Ireland, so love to everyone who's watching in Ireland. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments, of course. I know there's people up in the early hours of the morning, and why wouldn't you be? You're up in the early hours of the morning to watch us play Carabao Cup games against Rotherham and Rochdale. So you're up in the early hours in the morning to watch us playing pre-season games. This is a big game to be watching. So wherever you're watching, that's the United Stand, biggest United fan channel on YouTube. And that's because we're not bothered about whether you're from Manchester or Malaysia or Mexico or Macclesfield, which is actually close to Manchester. I'm trying to think of Maidenhead, Malahide, massive. That's where I was from. That's where I lived for 3 years. But wherever you are in the world, you're part of the United community. They've taken the knee. They're ready to go. It's kickoff time. I can't believe how quick that hour's gone. I'm very excited as well. Let's get on with it. Of course, the Irish connection. Bono in goal for Sevilla. It's not the real Bono. He's not going to be wearing sunglasses, but his name is Bono. I don't know whether he pronounces it the same as Bono, but lots of people watching. Nigeria, Norway. We've kicked off. The timer should be on the screen. It is. We're good to go. We've got people watching us on Twitch as well. Give us a follow if you're watching on Twitch. We stream on there as well. Let's do this. United have got to start well. The exciting thing for me about this game is that kit just looks a bit weird. I'm actually not a big fan of this United away kit now because the shorts don't match the top. They look a bit weird together. I think the shorts should be the same colour as the shirt. Rashford nicely into Bruno. He's got some space to attack. He gets it into Greenwood. Give it him back. Give it back to Bruno. Should have come back to Bruno quicker. Mason should have come back to Bruno quicker. Tries to do it all on his own. Still got it. Now he gets it to Bruno. And it's a shot and it's a corner. Good start by United on that front foot. Bruno's clapping. Bruno's on the t-shirt. Please subscribe if you're new, if you're watching on YouTube. Weird Kit says KA. Sevilla haven't got on the ball yet. But yeah, the exciting thing about this game for me is that they are going to... It's going to be... and Harry Maguire gets up for a header there. And I think a foul or an offside was given. But good start from United. And the important thing is there's nowhere to hide in this game. It's not like it's Copenhagen, a bit of an unknown side. We know Sevilla's pedigree in Europe. We know Sevilla have won the Europa League a lot. And we know that they've had a very good season in Spain. And we know that they're a good footballing side. And we know that they beat us. They beat Wolves on Wednesday. And they will pass out from the back and they will leave space. So we've got to get at them. Bono is the goalkeeper for Sevilla. Let's hope he's moving in mysterious ways. I'm trying to keep a straight face. Good start, says Dennis. Dov Rankin says, come on, Slabhead. Brandon Williams brings it forward, and that's a crap ball over the top. I don't know what he's looking to do there, but calm down a little bit. It's been a good start from United. Let's keep that good start going. Let's give the back a bit of a stretch. Always good when you've got lower back pain. I swear I say this every time, but I'm watching from the US. It says a goalkeeper. The shorts match the collar and the sleeve trim section of the shirt, says Nick P. Well, Sevilla now starting to get a bit on the ball, but Rashford's first touch there is terrible. He could have been doing a bloody Giggs there. Cross the field pass. Could have been the Vieira Giggs moment, and Rashford's first touch is poor. And Sevilla have the ball back. But United are pressing high at the moment. Good to see. But Sevilla coming forward. Wan-Bissaka's got to close this cross down. Oh, 1-2. Cross comes in. Blocked by Lindelof. And I think that's another choice as well. I don't think anybody really felt that Bay should have started tonight, and I didn't. A few people talking about the kit. Yeah, I like the red kit better than this, if I'm honest. Now I've seen it in real life. Not a big fan of this kit. But a lot of people do like it. Each to your own. Sorry, Mark. What's this about Bono, says Hanson. The goalkeeper for Sevilla is called Bono. I don't know whether he pronounced it like that. Here is Bono with his first touch. Not a bad one. Didn't get any elevation on that though. Passed it along the ground. I'm going to stop. There's Sevilla now. What we've got to do with Sevilla is get at them. They're switching the play quite a lot. Brandon Williams. Rashford lays it off to Fred. Oh, Fred. Did well, actually. And Bruno's in there to pick it up. Oh, shut up, ref. I mean, that's an important thing tonight. What's the referee going to do? It's raining. That's not his fault, but the referee's got a big part to play in this. If we want to press Sevilla, he's got to let us tackle them. And I don't really know what Paul Pogba does wrong there. It's a soft free kick. Nervy start. Not in the way we start. I think we've started off quite well in this first 5 minutes, but they've flown by. I tell you what, Jesus Navas, the right back, he used to play for Man City. His eyes, they're like ice. They're like a White Walker's eyes. I'm not saying he is off Game of Thrones or anything like that, but can you bring that team down next time? Thanks. Oh, right. Sevilla on the ball here. Long ball forward. Not a bad start from United. I think United look like if we can get ourselves on the ball, we'll be a threat. But the thing is getting the ball off a team that wants to play possession football. Rashford with the shot. Oh, Bruno. Side netting. Sorry about that. I was looking at something in the comments and Rashford's gone down. I think it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Manchester United here. Well, Martial with a little assist to Rashford gets his shot off. It's well late, the tackle on him. It's a FIFA foul. Bruno follows it in. The assist by Martial is absolutely fantastic. But it's so late on Rashford. I think the referee has to go back. And I think Bruno Fernandes has got a penalty. Marcus Rashford's in a lot of pain here. The tackle is ridiculously late. Ridiculously late. And Manchester United have got a penalty. So what an assist by Rashford. Martial it would have been. Rashford's running through into the box. He gets his shot off. He should score. But there's a tackle coming in after he's had the shot, which is stood showing. And to me, this has happened to me so many times on FIFA before, where the person gets the shot off, and it's a stonewall penalty for me because the tackle is reckless. And I think Rashford's in a bit of trouble here. But it's Bruno Fernandes on the penalty. And I'll tell you what. Anybody who's saying Fernandes and all that crap, it should be a red card. And also, this is a Europa League semi-final. A Europa League semi-final for Manchester United. And this is a pressure penalty. He's only just scored one the other night. We're only 7 minutes in. The T-shirt's about to do its magic. I'm not playing with my moves. Let's do it. Bruno Fernandes steps up. Goal! Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United 1-0 up. Never in doubt. Bruno Fernandes scores. I'm telling you now, he doesn't miss. And everybody who says, oh, Bruno, Lingard could do that, Pereira could do that, he's just a Portuguese Jack Grealish. Get some bread, get a plate, get some butter your bread, get your Bruno Fernandes agenda, put it in the sandwich, and shove it where the sun doesn't shine with your agendas. Because this man has got balls of steel. He's as cold as ice. I tell you what, he's farting snowballs. He's absolutely cool as a cucumber there as he puts it away. The agenda that from our own fans this week, from some of our own fans, this is a Europa League semi-final. He jumps in the air like he's on a trampoline and then just passes it into the top corner. Never in doubt. I'll tell you what, penalties aren't easy. Just ask Gareth Southgate. Penalties are not easy in a high-pressure situation, and he makes them look easy. And you've got haters who will just go, oh, Penandes, Bruno Penandes, like everybody scores every penalty. Well, he does. He does, because he's quality. He's top quality. He's top corner quality. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United very early on. And I personally think as well, it should have been a red. He should have been sent off. But Manchester United are 1-0 up. And we changed the score. And I tell you what, it should have been 1-0 anyway. It was a fantastic through ball by Martial. And Rashford actually should have scored it. But it was definitely a penalty. No shadow of a doubt. To me, he's lucky he wasn't sent off because it was a reckless tackle in the box. And the referee, for me, who I thought was a little bit harsh giving the foul against Pogba early on, he's absolutely correct there. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United, and it's a dream start for United, and we just need to keep doing what we've done in the start of this game. I see, how's he not giving a foul on bloody Pogba there? This ref's a prat. I take it back what I said about that. Pogba's blatantly fouled there. Sevilla in the box. It could have been a penalty to Sevilla there. The ref needs to get a grip here. He's inconsistent. He's like a bowl of lumpy porridge. Calm it down. Just calm down. I need to calm down. We all need to calm down here. The referee needs to get a grip. Just you said there's an early goal, says Renato. I did. I 3-1. I'm sticking by this. But Sevilla have got to go up a level now. They don't like conceding goals. I don't think they've conceded a goal in a long time. I just don't know how. Sevilla on the ball here. Bruno is cooler than a penguin's piss, says Ian Carlton. And Bono still hasn't found what he's looking for, says Pink Boots. He has. And it's the ball in the back of the net. What happened to... He already had the shot, says Callum the Great. You know what? I've got to be honest, Callum. Callum's probably watched me play FIFA before, and I get very angry about this on FIFA. The amount of times I'm a defender, the striker has a shot, and I slide in to block it. They've had the shot, and then the tackle catches them afterwards, and it's a FIFA penalty. And I always say, it never happens in bloody real life, and they've already had the shot. But I tell you what, today is the day where I've changed my mind. That is a penalty. Like, it's such a reckless tackle on Rashford that's really left him injured. You've got to go back and give a penalty. But United are still pressing really well here, which is impressive. And Fred, go on, get after him again. Cover the space. Navas on the right side. Switch of the play. Wan-Bissaka's lost the flight of that ball there. Sevilla aren't going to sit down. Banega with the cross. Brandon Williams again. I don't know what our fullbacks are doing there. Both Williams and Wan-Bissaka. There's a ball been played over to them to the winger, and they've just sort of lost where the ball is. But that assist by Martial for Rashford was magnificent. That's a blatant penalty. Blatant penalty. And Bruno's penalty is superb because he actually kicks it the same way as the goalkeeper. Bono's got caught under it. No elevation on that one. And a fantastic penalty. And Bruno's giving Rashford a kiss. Lovely. Love to see. Love to see it. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Very early days. We're not talking about a Europa League semi-final yet. Oh, here we go. Paul Pogba. Oh, I thought he'd pulled out a world-class pass there. Good defensive play. Sevilla are getting on the ball a little bit here. I'll tell you what, I guarantee you on social media, United haters are going to be saying it's never a penalty. It's never a penalty. Penchester United again. It's a penalty. Good tackle by Fred here. The ref's played it on. It's Bruno. He needs Fred. What a ball to Fred. Go on, Fred. Past his man. Oh, side netting from Fred. Oh, Bruno with a perfectly weighted pass. Intelligence from Bruno there. He carried the ball. He waited for the perfect time. It's a great tackle by Fred as well. I tell you what, that goal would have been superb because he made the tackle in the midfield. He gets it back. He skips past his man. What a start by Fred. It's a cracking start by United, this. Matic wouldn't be able to do this. I love Matic, but Fred is just giving us that He's not French, but that je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean? He's given us that drive and tenacity in the midfield, which I've always wanted us to have from CDM. But the T-shirt's already done its magic, yes. Yes, the T-shirt's done its magic. If you want to get one, they're below the video. We ship worldwide. Fred is underrated. Fred's having a great start. Fred's man of the match so far. Fred for CDM, says Ashish. Early days. Fred should have passed to Martial, says Aaron Haywood, 18. He probably got a bit of a nosebleed and got excited. Welcome to Somali, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. And I'm so amped as you. Can't calm myself down right now. What a game so far, says Daniel Luciano. I think the thing about this game is, no matter what you think, ooh, Sevilla, they've cleared it. Brandon's cleared it. Whatever you think about this game, it won't slow down. This is why I was excited about it. This game's not going to slow down. It's not the way Sevilla play, and it's not the way United have started this game either. I think there's goals in this game. Sevilla will go for it. They've got to go for it now anyway. They're into the box. Stay on your feet, Lindelof. De Gea, front post. Routine save, but it goes for a corner. This is one when we are most dangerous. Needed that quick start. We'll carve them up on the counter-attack. Come on, United, to Stephen Alexander B. I tell you what, Stephen, give yourself a star. You know, when you used to be at school, you used to get a sticky star back in the 80s. You need one of them because you're absolutely spot on. There's so much going on. It's hard to process things at the moment because United are 1-0 up. But he's absolutely right, Stephen. This is perfect for United. If we can ride out the storm of the next few minutes and settle again, this is set up perfectly. Sevilla have got to attack us higher up the pitch, which leaves gaps at the back for our three quick players and Bruno to exploit. So we've just got to calm down a little bit here. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, we've got fan cams after the game with Flex and Saeed and Ricky and Adam and KG and everybody. Match reaction, you can give your player ratings in the second half through the website. We'll be opening up that so you can give. We are the only place where thousands of fans actually dictate the player ratings at the end of the game. That's all to come, but we're only 16 minutes in. Man United are 1-0 up in this Europa League semi-final, and they're looking good. They're looking good. I predicted we'd play good tonight. We had to turn up tonight, and we have turned up, and I don't know what Brandon Williams is doing there, but he's going to get booked. Silly from Williams, that. It's a silly yellow card. And that's the thing. I think everyone always says, oh, Williams is a real battler. I think sometimes he makes silly tackles, and that's a silly, overheated tackle to make. Get a yellow card in the first 10 minutes. Silly. Well, 15, actually. But you know what I mean. And it's a silly tackle that he doesn't need to make on the halfway line. He did slip. Yes, he did. But he was going in to make that tackle no matter what. You know, if you know, you know. That's not a slip tackle. He's gone in and he's been silly. But he just needs to calm down. He's a young lad. I get all that. We've started off really well. Bruno, Martial make the run. I think Bruno's going to hit this. He doesn't. He gives it to Martial into the box. Needs a bit of help. Martial. Keep working, Tony. That's good. Pogba. Bruno. Bruno's passing's been brilliant so far. Look, what a ball. Fred, you're too bloody slow. Bruno started off fantastically well. Is Brandon on the ball? Bruno. Oh. Now it's Sevilla coming away. He's fell over his own feet. He's been tackled by the invisible man, and United have got the ball back. Keep going, Greenwood. Keep going. Good shot. That'll be a corner. Oh no, he's given a foul. I think Bruno's running the game. I mean, my first 15 minutes is, look, I never was going to disrespect. I was never disrespecting Sevilla tonight. They're a very good team and they're not out of this game. United were going to have to play well. We've only had 18 minutes. There's a long way to go. But anybody who says Bruno Fernandes ain't running this game, you haven't got eyes. Every time he gets on the ball, his passing's been superb. Of course, he's going to misplace one or two. But in the main, he's got on the ball. He's kept the ball. He's found a good pass. He's already scored that penalty. Very good start from Bruno Fernandes and United in general. In many ways, Bruno is like Cantona. You would bet your house on him always scoring penalties too, says Kevin Lang. Fred's been solid so far, taking his chance for sure, says Ryan Robb. It's been a fantastic start from United, but early days. Next goal is the key, of course, and there's no way this game will finish 1-0. The match is poised for a perfect Pogba long pass, says Jet. Yeah, you spot on there as well. I don't actually, actually, I think the ref's a bit crap. I know a lot of people are saying that in the live comments. I think the ref's had a bad game, but both ways. United is back. Hi from Scotland, says Matt Young. Hi, Matt, at Society Clothing. And Portuguese Magnificos, Zach. Yes, that's what it says on the t-shirt right there. Ball in behind Maguire. He'll pick up the second ball. Down the line, Harry. It's not bad for a left foot, that. Man in the live comments saying Manchester United, like we give a shit. I just keep saying it. Keep crying those bitter lemon tears. Oh, Sevilla on the attack. Get rid. Brandon. Nice little pass into Bruno. To Martial. Lays it off. Oh, I tell you what. If that's laid off there without a foul in the back of Martial, Bruno's playing him through Rashford. That's a cynical foul. He gets booked for it. The Sevilla centre-back. Bruno pays it into Martial with his back to goal on the halfway line. If Martial gets to pass the ball back to Bruno, he's hitting it first time to get Rashford through one-on-one. Yellow card. George Youngday says on Twitch, I love being penalty FC. Ollie Masterclass. Would actually love to finish 1-0 on a penalty. Will rile everyone up, says Depank. I'd love it as well. I'll have some of that. Raheem Sterling would have sent that penalty into the stratosphere, says Jacob Hawkes. 21 minutes gone. United leading 1-0. The ref's having a shit game. He could have booked. To be fair, he's probably booked people a little bit too early. Fred could have been booked there, to be fair. I haven't seen it back. Can only imagine the reception Bruno is going to get at a packed Old Trafford. He will go up a gear with the fans behind him, says Baz S. Nice ball over the top, and De Gea's got it. I'm more nervous now than I was when we were 1-0 up. That's a poor ball out by Lindelof. Intercepted by Pogba. I think Pogba's had a good start as well. Sevilla down the right-hand side. Navas. Past Brandon Williams. And Brandon Williams is somebody we need to keep an eye on tonight. You know, he's a right-footed lad playing at left-back. He's not playing particularly well at the moment, and he's on a yellow card. So it was always an area that we thought might be an area that Sevilla could exploit. But look, there's nobody else. It's not like we could have played Luke Shaw. There's nobody else. Crossed by Sevilla, headed away by Maguire. Sevilla just starting to get hold of the ball a little bit here. I think United could do with Martial fouls their centre-back. United just need to have an opportunity on the break a little bit. Just concern Sevilla a little bit at this moment in time because, We're 1-0 up, and the game is starting to become about attack against defence and a lot of possession for Sevilla. And I think we just need to show that we're still a threat ourselves. Dream start for United, and we started off well, but I'd say over the last sort of 5 minutes, Sevilla starting to get on the ball, starting to win the ball a lot. United just need to have a little bit of possession here. But I think we'd all take this start. Ref's crap. A lot of people giving the ref a lot of crap because he is crap. Luke Shaw's out till next season, Charlie. Back next month. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. We're on that road to 800k. Live every night on the United Stand at 8 o'clock. Fan cams, match reaction, player ratings, transfer news every morning at 10 a.m. Get involved with the channel. Sevilla, cross. Williams has lost his man. It's 1-1. Bloody hell. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. That's a cross from the left-hand side and it's Williams again. Bloody hell. Moving position more times than a porn star with a bad knee. That's bloody ridiculous. You're the bloody left back. You're the left back. Mark the bloody man. That's bloody... Oh, I'm so frustrated by that. Bloody jokes. It's such a crap goal to let in. It's such a crap goal. And it annoys me because it's a cross that's along the ground across the whole back four. We should get a bloody flake with this. Ice cream defending. Melting. Against this Spanish Sevillan side. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka's lost his man. Look at him. They're all over the place. Maguire and bloody Williams. What are you doing? That's such a crap goal. Mark your players. That's dodgy defence in that. That's terrible defence, that is. That's a joke, that is. But then again, what have we got? Luke Shaw gets injured. You're playing a 19-year-old right-footed person at left back. You know, it's been a problem for the last few weeks. Bloody... Oh, that's United all over, that is. Put yourself in a good position and don't switch on at the back. Oh, here we go. It's going to be... Well, we've just got to go again now. No one had a bloody clue who was marking who there. Corner to United. That is a defensive joke. Wan-Bissaka doesn't track the runner. Brandon Williams has got no idea. Harry Maguire's got no idea. I think the only defender who did all right was Lindelof in relation to holding the man on the touchline. But it's just frustrating because we've started off well and you just got to defend. What you don't want to do is let a crap goal in. If they score a worldie, there's nothing you can do. But you don't let them score a crap goal. And you know, both fullbacks again. Oh, frustrating. Frustrating. 1-1. Get our heads on the game here. Too many times in the past, United have had a good start. Their heads drop. We've got to get it. Don't get worried, Mark. Bruno will get another penalty, says Fred. I guess we forgot we had to play defence today, says Andrew Rossi. Hey, Wan-Bissaka's... No. I'm not putting it all on Brandon Williams. I said defensively, his positional sense was wrong. But the whole back four... apart from probably Lindelof. You can't blame De Gea, you can't blame Lindelof. But Maguire is probably, you know... He's like John Terry in a spelling test. He's sweating. He doesn't know what to do. But Williams and Wan-Bissaka both at fault there. Terrible. Look, honestly, Wan-Bissaka's been struggling the last few weeks. Most United fans know this. Zane's in the house. Hi, Mark. Can you say, as the pants for life? It's the lads group chat name, says Ainsley. And feel sorry for you. Not even penalties can save your rubbish team. Arteta won a cup. Arsenal fans in the chat. Welcome for boosting our views. We're 1-1 in a Europa League semi-final. You got knocked out by a Greek restaurant and you finished mid-table. What a shock. Maguire with another header over the bar, says Joshua Bowater. Fred's had a foul there, but look, we've got to be careful here now. Sevilla have got the momentum. The game isn't over. We've just got to learn to bloody defend. Can't string any passes together now. De Gea passing is shocking. We should just give the ball straight to Sevilla when it's our goal kick, says Max Deleu. Well, I knew people would start to try and find a way to blame De Gea for the goal. Maybe look at the fullbacks and Harry Maguire. I said it in the preview, Brandon Williams is a weak spot. I've also said that Wan-Bissaka's not been playing for weeks. Playing well for weeks, so... Oh, I need to calm down a little bit here. Williams has to cover inside. Maguire needs to cover front post, and Williams has to cover inside. Mainly Bissaka's fault. Left his man run through, says Mark O'Brien. Well, mate, I've played plenty of football. I've played defensive football at well, it doesn't even matter what level you've played at. That is a shocking lack of ownership from Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire and Brandon Williams. You can talk about he's got to cover the space. He end up covers nothing. You may as well cover a player rather than cover nothing. You can't say that Maguire and Brandon Williams are trying to cover space. They cover sod all. So they're doing better off covering their man and saying, I can't cover that other one. You don't get stuck in between. Matic is needed to run the midfield, says Jack Rankin. And we are not taking control in the middle of the park. Not all good eyes, says Praveen. Well, Fred's just won it back here for Pogba. It's a poor pass by Pogba. When we've got the ball, we've got to use it better. Stop trying to play a killer pass with every ball. Here's Pogba. Trying to do too much there. Put it wide first time. Greenwood. It's Martial. It's Greenwood. It's Pogba. Hit it, Martial. Oh, I thought it was going top corner. Good play. Oh, I tell you what, I'd have put my money on Martial scoring from there. I think he should score from there. But United are having a bit of the ball here. Martial's having a good game. Into Pogba. Not a good ball there, though. Could be a long night. Could be a long night. Franklin Wallow says, unlucky, let's just go again. I mean, there was a bit of about a throw-in before, which, to be honest with you, I don't want to talk about refereeing decisions. I think it's ultimately, whether it should have been a throw-in or not, we should still defend that. You know, if you're blaming the throw-in, you play to the... Yeah, it's the oldest rule in the game. If you go in the referee made a mistake, look, you'll always find a mistake by a referee. The point is, The defending should have been a hell of a lot better. And they're exploiting both our fullbacks. They're switching the ball left to right all the time. They ain't scared of Wan-Bissaka's reputation, and they obviously see Williams as another area to target as well. It's the team's fault. Since we scored, we let them play, so they scored. Simple, says Mike. Yep, I agree. I said that. I said from the 20th minute to the 25th minute, they started to get on the ball, Sevilla, and we can't get hold of the ball here. I'm not going to blame the ref, Kieran. No, I think that regardless of what should have happened with the throw-in, we should have defended that better. Thanks. Dan James stopped starting, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka has no help, says Yasha. That's better by Pogba. Oh, Pogba needs to, if Pogba sorts his passing out, he can take this game away from Sevilla. Instead of looking for a centre-back that complements Maguire, how about we look for one that complements Lindelof? Because Maguire is crap, says Adams. There will be others who agree. There will be people who agree with you about that one. United. The thing is about United, we never get it right. I thought the defence played really well for most of the season, and then in the last few weeks the defence seems to have disappeared a bit. We've been making, Harry Maguire from lockdown started making a lot of mistakes. You think about the nutmeg against Bournemouth, the mistake against Spurs. I don't think he's filled himself with that's good play by Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's lost his form from being arguably one of our players of the year. Brandon Williams burst on the scene and I think Brandon Williams is probably the more excusable one because he's a young player. Good play by Bruno to get it wide to Rashford. Fucking Rashford. What is Rashford up to there? Good win at the back of the ball by Bruno. Gives it to Brandon. Rashford, give it to Bruno. Bruno. Lovely play. Bruno's playing really well. We need to get Bruno on the ball. Bruno's having a fantastic game. He's hardly given the ball away at all. Oh, that was nearly trying to get it into Greenwood. Bruno's on it tonight. Got to get Bruno on the ball. Brandon Williams. Yeah, good job there. And oh, that's a bad pass by Bruno. I've jinxed him. Lovely ball into Martial by Bruno. Greenwood, you're not going to get a touch in a game like this there. You've got to get a shot. But lovely ball by Bruno, and the run by Martial was very intelligent. A lot of people saying Pogba's been wasteful. But you know what? I'm looking on social media and all I can see is a lot of negativity. And as I said, I'll complain about the goal because defensively I think individuals have let the team down there. But from a tactical point of view, I ain't got a problem with the way we've played. You know Sevilla are going to have more of the ball than us. And I think when we've got on the ball and Bruno's been on the ball, we've looked good. We just need to be a little bit less wasteful in our passing. Get Bruno onto the ball more. I mean, Rashford has got to get in the game more. We need Rashford to turn up tonight. But if the defence was switched on, we'd be winning 1-0 and everyone would be going, oh, it's been a good performance. But as soon as the defence make a mistake, you got people on social media moaning about the tactics again. It's so reactionary. Anyway, this is about 35 yards out. I think it's too far out for Bruno. If Rashford's going to shoot, Rashford's going to shoot. Straight at Bono. He palms it out. Harry Maguire. Crap cross. What is that? Don't know what's worse, the defence or this kit. I mean, look at the keeper kit. Also, I don't have any defence for Williams, even though he's 19, to Shiam. I think the fact that he's 19 is defence enough, to be honest. Zane says, see you at the Emirates next season. Sevilla are a very good side. I mean, I don't know why... There's no shame losing to Sevilla. I think Sevilla are a very good side, but I'm not anticipating that happening. I just think we need to get hold. Nodelta says, what the hell was that from Maguire? I think the defence lack a lot of confidence at the moment. Defensively, you know, right the way through from De Gea. I mean, a lot of people have said it. The only player that looks decent to me is De Gea. Ref's crap. The ref is awful. He's just given a foul on Harry Maguire here for winning a header. There's nothing about that's a foul. Like, nothing about that is a foul. It's a centre-back jumping to win a header. We can clearly see that Ollie wants a higher pressure the last minutes. We play better at the moment, says Chelsea. And we started off the game like that as well. Mate, I don't know who this Sevilla manager is, but have a, you know, eye in your top. You look like a bloody... I don't know what you look like. You look like you're trying to sell a bloody tickets for drinks outside a bloody pub. Gobbing off about Harry Maguire. Get a haircut as well. No, I can never be a manager. Can't be a manager. This is me being a manager, actually.
Of you, so pipe down. Never heard of you, so pipe down. Never heard of you, so pipe down. Never heard of you, so pipe down.
Rashford. See, I mean, that's not a foul on Rashford. I've got to be honest. That's not a foul on Rashford. Mark, don't get me wrong. I think we have come a long way in the last 6 months as Martin, but we can never deal with a high press. Pogba's been a big problem. I think Bruno's been fantastic tonight. Pogba needs to step up to the plate. Might be worth getting Matic on at some point. Well read by Wan-Bissaka there. Well, the first half has flown by. Oh, for God's sake. Why are they on the attack here? Good tackle, Wan-Bissaka. Passing's been terrible. We're good when we get the ball to Bruno and Martial, but it's from the back to Bruno that we're just, you know, Pogba's passing's been off. Fred's passing's not been as good. Come on, Pogba. Into Greenwood. Go on, Greenwood. Good bit of skill. He's looking for Rashford over the top. You're going to have to come back, Rashford. Come back! Oh, what are you up to, Brandon, there? Might be a red card here. Either Brandon Williams has had a Rivaldo moment or he's been kicked in the face. It's hard to see here. I don't think he's the sort of lad to go down and fake anything. If United win tonight, Bono will be crying and United will be the city of blinding lights. Nah, he ain't going to get sent off for that. He does actually get caught in the knee. Good tackle by Wan-Bissaka. No, there's nothing in that. It's not going to be a red card. That's dangerous from Maguire there. He gets away from it. Gets away with it. A big shout out to my dad, Dennis from Cork, says Lauren Sheehan. Everyone say happy birthday to Dennis. Nice ball into Martial. See if we can get Martial and Bruno on the ball. I think they've looked tidy. Into Greenwood. Oh, Mason wants too many touches. Nice into Bruno. Oh, lovely by Bruno. Bruno again. Lucky. Unlucky. That's a penalty, that is. Pogba has played well. I don't know why people are in his back. He'll find that killer bass as United forever. I don't think Pogba's played badly. I think he could. I think he's misplaced a few passes, but I think he just needs to have. He needs to this is the sort of game that Pogba can, instead of a 6 out of a 10, he could be doing a 7 or an 8. What, that is just terrible. I mean, that angle is even worse. What's Harry Maguire doing? He's not watching the ball. Brandon Williams is running around, not marking anything. Wan-Bissaka's lost his man. All three of them. They belong in a bloody circus there. Terrible defending at this level. Here's Rashford. He's got space to run into. He's just off there. Greedy Rashford. That's not on. Cuts inside and shoots, trying to score. Look at the pass there. Rashford's a passenger in this game. Not sure what his game is at the moment, says Nick. The trouble is, what do you do with Rashford? Do you take him off for Lingard? I mean, maybe Jesse Lingard could do a job off the left. Rashford's form worries me, and I think a lot of it's to do with his injury. 2 minutes added on at the end of the first half. It has flown by. I actually agree with you about Martial being more talented than Kane, to be fair, says Tory Lanes. And Mark, I'm watching Judge Dredd, the Stallone version, prepared to be judged next season, says Zayn Miasi. Judge Dredd's a crap film, mate. Lindelof needs a partner, not Maguire, says Dane Grayson. Here's Fred. We've got on the ball a little bit more in this second half, and that's a lovely switch of the play out to Wan-Bissaka. We're only 100 subscribers away from 797 on the road to 800k. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. I don't know why Harry Maguire always waits till the last minute of pressure and then looks for a pass, says Newland Paul. Good tackle by Fred. Pogba, what are you going to do? Bruno. Oh, good shot by Bruno. Palmed away by Bono. Bruno's been absolutely immense this half. Absolutely superb. So glad I wore the Bruno t-shirt. Fred. Can't make his way through. They're on the break now. Sevilla on the break. Cross comes in. Who we marking? It's Bruno clearing the bloody cross. Rashford. Come on, Marcus. Oh, what you doing? What you doing? Jesus Christ. He's got so much talent. And he's made himself look a right prat there. Marcus Rashford into the box, does a little side over and then trips over the ball. It's just not working. I wouldn't take Rashford off though. I think he's too important a player for Manchester United, but he's just not at the races at the moment. And that is the end of the half. It's 1-1 at half time. I don't know why we've done that one. Rashford is looking like the next Lingard since he came back from injury, says Sabrina. I mean, Rashford's such a talented player. He's just lost his form at the moment. I don't know why. What are we watching? They all look half asleep except Bruno. So slow and lethargic, says Dan O'Keefe. Wan-Bissaka reminds me of Valencia. Always crossing but never actually goes to anyone, says Red Baron. Well, what's your thoughts on that half? For me, I think the dream start, we were pressing high up the pitch. Sevilla are going to get the ball. You're not going to dominate a team like Sevilla. Sevilla are going to get on the ball. I thought United started off the game well. It was a deserved penalty. Bruno steps up and he does it. Then I think we gave them the ball for too long, but it's a terrible bit of defending. And then in the last 10 minutes of the half, it started to be a bit like the first 10 minutes again. We looked a threat again. But to me, Bruno's had a fantastic half. We need to get him on the ball more because he'll make things happen. I think Martial will make things happen. Greenwood's been okay. Rashford, he's a worry again. But defensively, I am concerned. I mean, I've got no confidence in that defence at all. And this has been the story for the last few weeks. But look, it's 1-1. We started the game 0-0. We shouldn't be going in 1-1. But defensively, we've let ourselves down. Second half, we've got to go and work again. But I think the game plan's good. I think we are trying to press them. We are trying to move the ball quickly. And I think we can cause them problems. But we've got to do it better than that. And I think that, Would I be making any changes? I think the first change he's going to make is Fred for Matic. Like I think Flex called that one, and I think he will do that. But I can see the value of Fred. Yeah, he's been a bit sloppy at times, but I think also he's won the ball a lot as well. I mean, he could have scored a bloody goal. So but I'm disappointed defensively there. But Mark, Rashford is one of the overrated players, says Abhishek. Rashford needs to sort himself out. He's been crap for months, says Glennie. Hi Mark, wanted to shout out Fanzone Podcast on Insta. Would love it if this could help us get to 1,000 followers as a start, says Nikunj. And Rashford's going forward is laughable, says Sean Turner. Is Rashford taking unfair blame when the defence are the ones who've let us down? I don't know. Flex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You got me, yeah?
Yeah. They do piss poor decisions and Rashford is bad, says Chelsea. Is something wrong with him? And Rashford has had a good half, says I love James. Well, let's start off with Rashford. I don't think it's right. I mean, I don't think Rashford's played well. I don't think he's played well for weeks. But for me, the reality is, I think that defensively, Williams, Maguire and Wan-Bissaka have dropped the ball there. I think that's just shocking defending, and we should be going in 1-0 up.
Yeah, it is bad defending. And you know, if they started off defending quite well. Actually, to be fair, I thought Lindelof was playing quite well. Brandon Williams had a couple of stops, but overall their performance started to dip. And that goal was kind of coming though, because since we did have a very good start, in my opinion, I thought we were at it.
Pressed them high up the pitch.
Pressing from high, we was causing trouble from the first 30 seconds. But the problem was once we got that goal from the penalty, we just stopped playing, I think. And it's almost like Sevilla settled down. They started imposing themselves, which we knew they would. I think Fred's been good. I think Fred's been very good. Pogba was slow in the first 15 minutes, lost the ball quite a few times as well. Bruno was trying to make things happen in the final third. So just generic sloppiness, I would say. And then we lost that battle where I spoke about at the beginning before the game, about how we need our big players in the midfield to step up and take control of the game. Maybe that was probably a bit too wishful thinking because...
Well, I think Bruno's been one of his best games. I think he's been
Bruno's done well. Bruno's done well in the final third, but in terms of the ball winners, if you look at Fred and Pogba and add them, all three of them as a unit and controlling the game, I haven't seen that, but more so from the fullbacks as well. I don't think we're getting the support from the fullbacks. They're doubling up. They're doubling up on both sides. Brandon's having a tough time. Wan-Bissaka's done okay in one-on-one situations, but again going the other way, giving the ball away a couple of times.
He's culpable for the goal. He doesn't track the run in the first place. I mean, I think Maguire and Williams' positional sense, I don't know what you think about that. They looked all over the place. But Wan-Bissaka doesn't track the run either. I think Lindelof's the only one who comes out of that goal with any...
Yeah, he comes out. He comes out to try and backfill the space that Wan-Bissaka's left because he didn't, like you said, didn't track the runner. And then the ball, and then Brandon Williams doesn't even know where his opposite number is. He's in the middle of the goal.
And Maguire, when you watch it back, Maguire, he's not even looking at the ball. I mean, it's just...
Yeah. It's a calamity. Having said that, we've still got into very good positions and been quite wasteful. Obviously,
well, that's what I was going to say. You know what, Martial? I think Martial's had a good half, but I thought he was going to score with that curled chance. I thought that's going in.
By his chances, you're expecting that to be on target, man. It's a pedigree
chance for him. And what have they done other than the goal that we gifted them? They haven't tested De Gea at the front post. It's a routine save. He can't do anything about the goal. That's the disappointing thing for me, is that, yeah, Sevilla are a good team, and Jordan Such says this was always going to be a tight game, especially given we've been playing great recently. We've not been playing that well recently. But I think as a half, if they score a legit goal, you just go, what a half. You know, we've been good at times. They've been good on the ball. 1-1's about right. But the disappointing thing is, we can't rely on that defence anymore. From after lockdown, when Harry Maguire shows Bergwijn inside, he's been nutmegged at home. Wan-Bissaka's been poor. Brandon Williams has dropped off a lot. And we do miss Luke Shaw, definitely, but he's injured. You've got to move on. The defence is a major concern. You've got to say, well, all right, Pogba, Bruno, Fred, as a unit, haven't grabbed hold of the midfield. But I never expected that. But the defence is less. I think we should be going in 1-0. I know what you're saying about Sevilla, but what else did they do other than the goal we gave them?
Yeah, they've just been in control of the game, which is kind of their game. I accept that, and we have looked dangerous on the break, which I also accept, and I do agree. Defensively, we've been poor. We have been poor, and you're looking at, again, individual errors. I know people will say the system, and this is what happens when Ollie's crap and all of this stuff. You see it straight away on the timeline, but we've got into fantastic positions, and the players haven't really produced. But then when they need to concentrate, there were moments I thought we defended quite well for large parts until we started becoming unstuck. We started off, they're getting into key areas where they're trying to cross, and Lindelof getting across, blocking it. Thought Brandon Williams, he had a one-on-one, stood himself up, nicked the ball, then went on the attack. We have showed a few moments of defending well, but we haven't managed to do it for the whole half, and that's what happens at this level. You get punished. So you're right. The reliability of that back four has been in question. We don't concede a hell of a lot of goals, but like I said before, when we do concede goals, though, they're usually a culmination of errors. And I know you can say any goal that's scored is someone's at fault, but it's not like people are scoring worldies against us. When you look at the goals we concede, they seem like pretty cheap goals to concede.
That's the annoying thing in a game like this. I'd be fuming if I was Ollie, because I'd be like, we know Sevilla are good. We can't expect to be blowing Sevilla away, but we can't be giving them a goal. And look, you know what? To talk about a positive, they just showed the Fred chance there. I mean, yeah, Bruno's given it away a couple of times, but in the main, that little dink over the top for Martial, the shot he had, the penalty was brilliant. I think Bruno, I think the last few games he's dropped off a little bit, probably tired, but tonight it's like it's his stage. To me, he's been our best player on the pitch, and second half, I think Martial looks good when he's on the ball as well. We've just got to get Martial and Bruno on the ball more, and I think we'll win.
I agree in terms of getting them on the ball. Yeah, I think Bruno has picked up the ball in good areas where the passes he's made that have come off, like that one to Fred. That I expect, and most players can make those passes. I think the ones where he's really tried to thread it through the eye of a needle haven't really come off, but because he had that one,
he did have that one over the top to Martial, which I thought was brilliant.
Which was a great pass, and then it kind of forced him out wide, though. Martial's touch forced him to not be able to face the goal. But again, penetrative pass, 100%. That wasn't really an assist-making pass. It was more of a forward-thinking pass. I think Bruno's been good, not the best he can be. I think he's been good, but I think the passes he's made have been because he's in space, and obviously the penalty is out of this world. But Martial, I think, has done really well in terms of because we haven't been having a lot of the ball. What he's done really well for me is...
We know that Martial shot as well that we said he should have scored.
He should have scored.
It goes off the back of the player. It hits the player on the back. It should have been a corner.
Oh, right, there you go. But what he's done is he's won a lot of fouls when we haven't been in the game. Taken. I know what it's like to play up front when when you're struggling to get the ball and your team's chasing the game a little bit. He's done that really well, in my opinion. So I think Martial's done well.
Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner on that road to 800k. A lot of people in the live comments are saying that Fred's their man of the match, and I think that's interesting.
Fred's done well.
I think Fred's done well as well. I think his energy has actually worked. But the interesting thing for me is I still expect that after an hour Fred's coming off for Matic, which I think's wrong, really, because if he's playing well, you don't take off your CDM after an hour. But I think that's coming. Talk to me about Rashford. What's your feeling about Rashford? Because a lot of people were very angry with Rashford there, which I think is a little bit unfair because we should be going in 1-0.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating when you see Pogba, with a brilliant piece of play at the edge of the box, and then find Rashford and make a 2-on-2 like he did, and all he has to do is beat his man and get a shot off. It's frustrating, isn't it? It's near the end of the half. It's a fantastic chance, and a Marcus Rashford in form, a confident Marcus Rashford, gets his shot off. I mean, look, he won the penalty. He's in the right place at the right time. It's just that final bit of quality from him at the moment. He had that shot where he went at the fullback, cut in and had the shot and it went wide. I don't mind that. That's what I want to see him do more of, is get at the fullback. He hasn't been horrendous, but he's just not at it. He's not at his best. And it is frustrating. At the end, I'm thinking, right, it's 2-on-2. Rashford, you've got to produce something in those moments. As much as you're going to criticise the defence, yes, because we should have gone in 1-0, and I'm not saying it should be 2-0, but he's got to get a shot off there. He's got to make something happen there, Mark. He's in acres of space. You've got to get at your fullback or make a pass. You've got to make something happen, and he just hasn't quite been at it, man. No,
the reason people in the live comments saying why is it unfair is because I think that Rashford should be doing better, but it's not his fault. We're not going in 1-0 up front.
No, that's not his fault. No, I agree with that. It's not his fault.
But he should be doing better. I mean, to be honest, that last one at the end of the half, it's scary how bad he is at the moment. I would look. Let's talk subs. There's 2 subs. Drawty just messaged me and it reminded me what I said. I know Brandon Williams slipped, but he always is a little bit aggressive, and I think that's just. He's 19 at the end of the day. You've got to remember this. We massively miss Luke Shaw. Drawty's just messaged me. I'd take Williams off. He's a red card waiting to happen. He is, he's at fault for the goal with Wan-Bissaka and Maguire. He's on a yellow card. the thing is, it's why he's playing in the first place. You know, we don't really have anybody that you can bring on.
We don't.
Rashford, I think he'll stick with Rashford because he's that sort of player that could. We know what Rashford can produce something, but
I think Matt can do well in this game, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Lingard on the left wing. I wouldn't. I wouldn't, but I wouldn't probably make any changes at half time.
Yeah, I think so. Lingard can do a job on the left. I'd definitely leave Marcus for a little while longer, see how he gets on.
He might have an extra time anyway. So
exactly, and the way Ollie goes with this, he does like to leave that first 11 on for a hell of a long time before making it the front three, especially.
What do you think Ollie's saying at half time? Says Jordan Vlogs. Because to me, I would say, again, we were talking about this before the game. I think tactically it's very obvious what we want to do. I think yet again, you look at the goal we conceded. That's individual errors, and we've been a bit misplacing a few passes, trying to, Wan-Bissaka's done it a few times. You can't get the ball to Bruno and Rashford and Martial and Greenwood if we're not getting the ball from back to front, and I think we've struggled a little bit with that as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to get in their rears and get him to step it up, because I think if you allow Sevilla to keep having this much of the ball and then we're lacking in such quality in the counter, I can't see us doing what we need to do. But we are getting into dangerous positions, but we've got to be more potent in attack. We've got to start getting shots off.
Well, look, if we go extra time, I'll speak to you at the end of the game. But obviously, you're going to be talking to Ricky and everyone. I mean, look, be interesting what Ricky says. I'm telling you now, Fleck.
I'll be saying it already. Matic should have started the game, and so should Matic.
Where would you start Mata in this game? Seriously, though. I mean, I know I like Mata, and maybe he can come on and make a difference. But seriously, where are you going to start Mata in a game like this? He
would start him instead of Greenwood. That's what he would do.
Morlin Patel says, we've created a lot of chances. I think we have a great chance to win this 3-1. Let's go. And I tell you what, look, I've got to say, I totally agree with that. I said we'd win 3-1. You said 2-1 United. I think there's a lot of justified frustration about the goal we conceded, but we should be going in 1-0 up. It was a penalty. Bruno never looked like missing it. We have had the better chances, albeit, not really a great, Bruno had a good shot saved by the keeper. Martial's went over the top. What have Sevilla done? That near post shot that De Gea is always going to save, and then
they haven't carved us open.
Defensively a mistake. So I'm still confident we can win the game, but we've got to eradicate the mistakes at the back.
Exactly, and if we do have more mistakes, then it's only going to end one way. So, and we're not going to control this game. I've got my head around that now. We're just not.
Well, no, that was never going to happen. That's disrespectful to Sevilla. Sevilla are always going to control the game.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not many teams that, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man City would probably control the game more than Sevilla. Anybody else, they're going to fancy their chances to control it, aren't they? I thought this was a penalty on Bruno, by the way.
Yeah, it was. He cleaned him out.
It's a clear penalty. I can't understand why VAR's not gone back on that.
Yeah, they didn't even check it. It's a weird one.
Yeah,
it's a weird one that they did clean him out. But it'd be interesting to see what goes on. I don't know how long Solskjaer's going to leave it before. I don't think he makes changes early. He doesn't tend to do it, does he?
All right, mate. Well, hopefully we'll hear you next doing the fan cam celebrating at 90 minutes. But if it goes extra time, we'll get you back on.
All right, cool, man.
I'll speak to you in a bit, pal.
All right, bye-bye.
Cheers. You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. A few super chats. Greenwood looks to have great strength for a 17-year-old, says Muzzy Lions. What about James? There's a lot of space behind the fullbacks and his pace could be helpful on the breaks, says Alfred III. The thing about Dan James is he's a bit like Rashford at the moment. He's clearly not playing well, no matter how fast he is. Is it me or is Pogba slowing the play down a bit? Every time we try to move it quick, Pogba seems to hesitate. Defo missing Luke Shaw. Branding's positioning was awful, says Lee McDermott. I think Rashford misses Luke Shaw as well. If anyone saw the video I did last night, Luke Shaw provides balance and he's back and forth. Brandon very rarely runs past Rashford. Chelsea says the bench is a big problem now. Rashford and Greenwood have to play everything and run into them to the ground. A new season starts in under a month and we have still the final left. We need more players. Well, we're not in the final yet either, are we? So, let's not run away with ourselves on that one. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner on YouTube. We're on that road to 800k. And if you are watching on Twitch, please give us a follow on there. Let's have a look what people are saying. Can't even trust Pereira, Lingard or Mata anyway, says Slate. Probably who will score more next season, Werner or Martial, says JM. It's a bit irrelevant at the moment. Harry Maguire is heads. No, I'm not going to say that. Honestly, we need Lingard on at the moment, says the debug. And one positive, this is the most I've enjoyed the Europa League and Champions League in a while. Says Billy Pipe her. See how I hesitated with that because I know what it is. Right, we're ready to kick off the second half. I still think United are going to win this. I predicted 3-1. We're not out of this by any means. Sevilla are going to have a lot of the ball. We know that, but we've looked more of a threat. We just need, if we defend well, we'd be winning this game. But you know, you reset, you go again, and you do the same things. Press them high up the pitch, get after the ball, stop making unforced errors. I'd sub Matic on for Brandon Williams and move Fred to left back, says Alec Miller. That's actually not a bad idea. Hope someone doesn't get a serious injury. Sevilla are playing some rash tackles, says Adetola. And I bet those people saying why Fred have disappeared doesn't help. Rashford and Williams is on his side. Fred is good enough and always has been, says Pumpkin Spice Latte. Well, here we go. Second half is up and running. Lindelof go home. Well done, Lindelof. I think Lindelof's been steady. You know, he actually was totally out of the area, and some would say, well, what was he doing out of the area? But he was totally out of the area. Lovely ball, Bruno. Oh, Greenwood. That is a world-class ball by Bruno, and Bono saves it. What a pass by Bruno, and Greenwood made. I mean, Flex is saying the passes that Bruno's been making have been routine. This is a magnificent pass. That pass from Bruno Fernandes there is absolute. This is why for me Bruno was the man of the match, man of the half. The timer should be on. No, I haven't started it. Idiot. Let me do it for you. What a save by Bono. Oh, see, Bruno's passing's been so good today. Terrible first touch by Pogba. Hi Mark, my good news just hit a tenfold. £10 bet won 752 quid, says Wolfie 35p. Greenwood should have scored. You'd have put your money on Greenwood scoring. Good start from United to the half again. This is the timer wrong, somebody just said. Yeah. Minute behind. Greenwood goes down on the edge of the box, not given. Bruno should have won that tackle there. Better start from United this though after they probably had a bit of a telling off at half time, because I think we lost our way in relation to what the tactics were in the middle of the first half. We started it well, we ended it well, and we lost ourselves a little bit in the second half. But nice ball into Greenwood. Oh, he should have crossed that first time. Bruno always wanting the ball. Pointing at where he wants his players. It's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant. Rashford with the shot. It's going to fall to Greenwood. Oh, watch out, Greenwood. Fred, lovely. This is good movement of the ball by United. Bruno. Oh, oh! Oh, Bono again! Martial! Rashford! Ah! God! How doesn't he score there? Bono's having a worldie. Martial. Martial! Ah! Oh, Bruno! Oh, God! United are all over him here. This is fantastic start to the half by Manchester United. Martial with the skill here. Skips past 3, cuts it back, comes to Bruno, hits it low, and they block it. United have started off absolutely superbly. And this was the other chance for Martial. Lovely cross by Bruno. He hits it well. Keeper just blocks it. Bono's been amazing, says Hassan. Bruno with the cross. Pogba with the header. Maguire with the header. Oh, Rashford, come on. Good start, super start from United this second half. Maguire, you've got to cut that cross out there. Don't let them be shooting at bloody De Gea from that far out. Need to get the ball. Right, out Williams out. He's on a yellow card. Just help him out. Bono's probably been their man of the match. And he ain't got his sunglasses on. Ba-dum-dum. Sevilla on the ball here, just passing it about. Nordson says, get Rashford out before I punch my wall. Good play there by Brandon Williams. Gets it to Maguire. That's a crap ball by Maguire. Just play the simple pass. Why are we going? Why is Maguire hitting a long ball there when he's got a simple pass on and then we lose possession? Get the bloody ball. We've had a great start to the game. How's about getting hold of the bloody ball and trying to... I mean, Harry Maguire trying to play a fucking worldie over the top of the defence. Come on. But United have started off really energetically here. Lovely running by Mason Greenwood. Martial, he's going to look at Greenwood. Oh, it was nearly there. Nearly there. Good play between Greenwood and Martial there. Look at Pogba pressing high up the pitch. Martial's won it. Pogba. Martial. Oh, Bono again. Bono again. Bloody Bono. Bono's greatest hits here at the moment. Going to start singing Band-Aid in a minute. Wan-Bissaka, get after that. Oh, Wan-Bissaka, that's awful. What a tackle by Martial as well. Lovely hold-up play by Pogba. I think it's just a little bit heavy, his first touch. Bono's having a bloody worldie. Martial! Oh, Bono again! Bloody Bono. What a start. You know, the positive is, what a start from Manchester United. We've been brilliant this half. I told you Sevilla were vulnerable. Everyone was like, oh, Sevilla. They're vulnerable. Great Rashford. No foul. Fred's picked it up. Brandon Williams, give him some help. What is that? What is that? Just giving the ball away on the attack. Bloody crap that is. Rashford and Williams have just got no synergy at all. They don't link up well at all. Like bloody strangers. Well done, Martial. Oh, shut up. How can Martial foul the defender when he's got the ball? This bloody referee. Yeah, Ollie's saying, boys, fantastic. It's a fantastic start. But how can Martial how can Martial foul somebody here? Rashford gives him the ball. What? Shut up. Absolutely shut up. That's a joke. The refs are crap. Man United have started off really well. We've got to be careful though. We should be 2-1 up. Tackle Wan-Bissaka. Tackle Greenwood. Come on, next one. Good block, Williams, and it's our throw. Well done. It's been a really good start from United second half. They're making a substitution, Sevilla. That's how good the half has been. He's making a sub after 10 minutes of the second half. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. We're on the road to 800,000. Currently on 797, 250. Bottom right hand corner if you're new. Subscribe to the channel. We're live after the game with the match reaction. You can vote for your player ratings in the second half. That'll be going up in about 20 minutes time. I'll give you the link for that. Thousands of you normally vote. Player ratings, most accurate player ratings in Manchester United fandom because it's voted for by you. Match reaction, fan cams. But first of all, where's this game heading at the moment? United, to me, have got 1 foot in the final, but it's 1-1. De Jong's coming on. It's not the De Jong I thought it was, actually. Just get Ollie on at this point. He will put one of these away, says Rupin. Bono's having a cracking game. And Aaron Hayward says, Sevilla are wussies. They're always faking injury. See, the ref's crap. That's a foul on Martial and he doesn't give it. I mean, I don't want to be talking about the ref, but how crap is this referee? It's interesting, actually. Do you think Martial should have finished some of them chances? It's a good question. I think Martial's played well. I'd expect him to score some of them, but to be honest with you, I think it's the proximity of the goalkeeper. It's how quick he closes the gap. I don't really think Martial can do much more. Rashford, just play the pass. Please play the pass. That's good. Lovely ball by Fred out to Greenwood. To Pogba. Pogba's on the move. To Greenwood. Get out his way. Martial to Williams. Martial's in the box. To Greenwood. It's good keeping of the ball. Good bit of possession. There's nothing wrong with a bit of possession. This is what the Spanish clubs do. Greenwood. Into Pogba. Oh, he's out. What are you doing, Rashford? That's quite good, actually. Bruno. Greenwood's down here. And it should be a free kick on the edge of the box. How has he not given a free kick on the edge of the box there? This absolute twat of a ref. How is he not given a free kick here? It's a blatant foul. How? He's not even given... We've had to kick the ball out. We've had to kick the ball out. We've had to kick the bloody ball out there, and Greenwood gets fouled on the edge of the box. Back to the goalkeeper with De Gea now. Come on, United. I think we've moved the ball around so well this half. You know, Fred has been a real success story in this game. I'd love Fred to turn into our CDM. I think he's got the attributes. Lindelof, lovely tackle. Oh, shut up. Bloody ref he's a bloody disgrace. He's on the bloody take. He's definitely on the take. I just don't get it. He doesn't give the foul on Greenwood and then he can't help himself giving one against Lindelof. Ollie's laughing. I'll tell you what, he'd be fuming inside. Nordson says, what the hell's going on with the ref? Come on, United, says Craig, 1, 2, 3, 4. UEFA agenda against English clubs after last year, says Robs. Brandon's doing well this half, says Chasp. Zach says he'd punch the ref. We don't condone violence. Nice. Pogba's having a good half. Bruno. Oh, lovely play this. Greenwood will keep it in. Into the box. Corner ball. Please add a ref rating on the voting after the match. Says, nah, we don't even want to give him any air. Half an hour to go. 15 minutes gone. If you know how to get in front of this game's over. Flex is probably right. 2-1. I said 3-1. If we can get in front. Now's your time, Slabhead. Now's your time. You're at fault for the goal. Rectify it. Get your head on this cross. Bruno. Come on, Rashford. Clean him out. Why doesn't Rashford clean him out then? Lets the ball bounce. Bloody terrible that is. Well done, Brandon Williams. That's a yellow card. He's got to book him. I don't think he's even booking him. It probably wasn't a booking, I don't think. Come on, United. We've started off well this half. Give us a follow if you're watching on Twitch. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Trouble is, we've had a very good start to this game, the second half, and you just worry that maybe Sevilla at some point, they're a good side, they're going to have a good second half at some point. The ref is a Pratt, says Zach, MTFC. We have got a Pratt emoji if you remember, by the way. So if you are a member, feel free to use it. I'm not enjoying the referee's performance, as Marcus Gamer 05. He's giving us a free kick here. Am I the only one pissed that Maguire is our captain? Isn't in the ref's face after all these decisions, says Bogdan. I don't think Maguire's a captain. No. Martial's just smirking at their centre-back here. He don't give a shit. Tell you what, Pogba's game's gone up this second half as well. We've kept the ball really well second half. Like Greenwood and Pogba second half have really started to get in the game. Obviously Bruno and Martial were already in the game from the first half, and it's made us a lot better on the ball in the final third because we've got more people getting involved in the game. And we're moving the ball around. We're keeping the ball. We're not looking to just play that killer pass all the time. We're actually happy to keep on the ball. Oh, look at this. Oh, Pogba loses it. Probably keeping it in a silly area there. Starting to get nervous now though, because the longer the game goes on at 1-1, you just think if they go and nick a bloody goal, we've had the chances. Well up there, Wan-Bissaka. Well done, Greenwood. That's got to be a foul, ref. It is a foul. Don't put your head in your hands. No one's died. It's a bloody foul. going down like his bloody cat's died. It's a foul on Greenwood, mate. Easy. Sevilla's manager looks like a Poundland. Chris de Berg, says Nick P. Never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. Not trying to start a controversy, but the ref is calling some soft fouls, says Andrew Ross. Yeah, look, the referee shouldn't stop us winning this game, though, should he? Better. See, I think I just tweeted it. Greenwood and Pogba this half are like different players. They've really... Rashford. I think Rashford's got to come off. Get Jesse on for Rashford. Pogba's been quality. Sort that contract out, says United Forever. I hope Rashford scores now. I have just tweeted Rashford off for Jesse. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner on YouTube. Rashford's just got a yellow card now. I don't even know what he did. Throwing the ball on the floor. Petulant. Some of these refs will book you for throwing the ball on the floor. Agallo up top with Martial on the left, says Armand. Yeah, maybe. I mean, but Agallo's not been that good since lockdown, has he? Who's the Friends character as Sevilla manager, says Kotoip. Don't foul him, Fred. Well done. Wan-Bissaka, go home. Bring in Mata as he'll change the game, says Paul Chuva. I just wonder whether the game's a little bit too fast for Mata, though. Bit like the first half this. United started it off really well. Now we're having a little bit of Sevilla. What do you think is going to happen, everybody? For me, Lightly B says, so you're saying Mata's slow. And you're not? I say this with trepidation, but to me, Sevilla are toothless up front. The only thing that can cause us the problem is the first half. I mean, if we don't make that first half mistake, then we're leading this game 1-0. The sad thing is we don't have quality on the bench, says Jose Frias. This is exactly why you need to sign a Jadon Sancho. This is exactly why you need to sign a Grealish or a Van der Beek, because we don't have enough on the bench. Bruno through the middle, he hasn't got the legs. And they're passing out from the back, Sevilla. Look at the confidence to do that. You've got to win that second ball, Fred. He has. Here we go. Here we go. Rashford, move the bloody ball. What are you doing? Take him off the pitch. Take him off the pitch. He's doing little flicks when he should be passing the bloody ball. Bruno looks to the touchline, and I think he's looking as if to say he needs to come off. That is, I mean, Rashford there, just play the bloody ball, and he's doing little bloody pirouettes. Just simply, you know what? If you're a player struggling, simplify your game. Don't try and do more skill moves. You see, they're showing a skill move there from Rashford, and it didn't work. What's the point? Oh, look, Rashford does a skill move and loses the ball when he could have played a simple 5-yard pass. They've shown the clip of his skill move there, and it clearly shows him losing the ball when somebody was 5 yards away from him. You can't, in a Europa League semi-final, when you get the ball in the final third, at least try and do something with it. You can't afford these sort of mistakes. Lovely ball by Wan-Bissaka here. Greenwood's got the freedom of the pitch. He's coming inside. He's past one. He needs a pass on the edge. Greedy Greenwood. Pass to Pogba. The wingers are letting us down here. That's two. Pogba's got to have a word with Greenwood there. He's done everything right, and then give it to Pogba on the edge. Don't try and shoot. And that's what Ollie's saying. Get your head up and have a look. Lovely run by Greenwood, but he tries to do the worldie and he's not, you know, just play the simple passes. Now it's Sevilla. Rashford thinking he's Ronaldo ever since that free kick he did against Chelsea. Someone needs to give him a reality check. It's forever PVM. Mata can be used to overload that midfield and get more passes around to Martial and Greenwood, says Rangi. And I don't know how you feel about this, but we really enjoyed what I've seen out of Agallo. I think he comes on for Rashford here. Doesn't look like Ollie's looking to make any changes at the moment. Cross comes in. Well done, Lindelof. Well done, Lindelof. Sevilla. The thing that worries me about Sevilla is they've done nothing this half. They've done absolutely nothing. We've been the better team. We just can't get the ball in the back of the net. Bono's been brilliant. Ollie better not end up taking Greenwood off and leaving Rashford on the pitch. He needs to come off, says Cliffardo. Well, Sevilla on the attack here. Stay, Wan-Bissaka. That's a silly tackle, Wan-Bissaka. That's a blatant foul. What are you doing? Oh, just some of our decision making today has been absolutely amateurish. He's a brilliant defender, but what is he doing? You don't need to dive in there. It's a silly time to dive in. He's going away from the goal. You've done your job there. He's going away from the goal. Leave him. Silly foul, dangerous position. I'm watching it in Spanish and the announcer said Man United is relying on individual players, not on team play. What do you think about that, says Jose Frias. That's just arrogance and ridiculous. That's not what's happening at all. This is a dangerous position here for Sevilla. Ollie's not looking to make changes yet, but good to see him animated on the sideline, says Lee Taylor. Towler says that you've got no impact bench players. Well, we know this. This is why we need to buy players. Stop ranting. I'm not bloody ranting. I'm just passionate. I'm passionate because it's important. Free kick. Good block by Bruno. Get rid of it! Bloody hell. This is why we need Sancho, says Zach Jones. Sevilla still on the attack here. United looked sleepy at the back. Brandon Williams just lets him go. Come on. Oh. Lindelof again. Oh, I tell you what, Lindelof's been brilliant tonight. Lindelof has been brilliant tonight. That's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. His arm's there. It's not a penalty. Football Heritage says we lose this game, says the contrarian. Sevilla saying they should get a penalty. Bruno's got his arms by his side and it hits his arm there. That's not a penalty. Although, they gave one against bloody Leon, didn't they? So, brilliant defender, overall poor football. Says don't touch. And I'm sorry, but Williams is getting killed by Navas, says Jose Frias. We definitely need a left-footed left-back to cover Luke Shaw next season, but whether we're going to get one. I think this is going extra time. Ben Mann says, Prats, do people have zero football knowledge calling for a penalty for that? I think what it is, Ben, I think because the one was given against Memphis, some people think that is a penalty now, but it's not. Your hand's got to be in an unnatural position. Bruno's got his hand into his chest. Whether it hits him there, there or there, it's not a penalty because his hand's not in an unnatural position. Where's Maguire going here? Go on, Martial. Rashford's going to make the run. Ref! Rashford's got it. Martial's down. Looked like a foul to me. Go wide, go wide, go wide. Go wide. Bloody diving. Williams there. Just go wide. Move the bloody ball. God, what are we doing in the final third down that left-hand side? It's been a bloody embarrassment. Get up, says the ref. Come on. It's a bit ragged, this game at the moment. Here's Rashford. Greenwood's made the run. Just keep the ball a bit here. 15 minutes to go. Bruno. He's been so good on the ball today, Bruno. He's hardly misplaced a pass. Am I the only one who thinks that Lindelof is unfairly treated, says Brad? I think Lindelof's been brilliant tonight. Greenwood shoots from... Nah, he's never going to score from there. I think we need to switch on a little bit. I think we're just trying to do things in the final third that really... it's a Europa League final. We just need to calm down in the final third. Sevilla on the attack. Get out! Get out! You bloody idiots! Bloody idiots again! I can't believe this! You're bloody joking! You're bloody joking! You're having a bloody laugh! I told you this is a bloody disgrace! 10 minutes to go! Oh, fuck off! Just get out! What's going on here? The left-hand side again! It's the bloody left-hand side. It's the Maguire and Williams show again. Stop him getting the crossing, you prat. You bloody prat. That's 2 on Williams now. Get him out of this team. He's cost us 2 bloody goals. 2 bloody goals. He never blocks the cross because he hasn't got a left foot. If you play a right back at left back with a right foot, it's not his left foot. He can't stop the cross. Lindelof and Bruno are going at each other. Well, maybe Lindelof should be marking his man, but Williams should stop the cross coming in. And United Europa League's hopes are shrinking like a stiffy in an ice bath. Bloody jokes. Absolute joke. Fucking hell. I said it. I said it. The only way we lose this game is with the bloody defence. Why does he choose him constantly over Delo, says Ryan FTW. He's been crap for weeks. You know what? I feel sorry for the lad. He ain't a left back. Oh, 10 minutes. Come on, let's get back into it. Oh, fucking hell. You know what, though? We're going to lose this game, not because we played badly, but because the defence is shit. It's got more holes in it than a hedgehog's bloody pillow. It's a joke. You know, their goalkeeper's played brilliant this game, Bono. Their defence has done their goalkeeper's done the job. I mean, De Gea can't do anything about these 2 goals. They're bloody tap-ins. But the defence, again, has let us down. Well, we just got to hang in there and hope that we get a chance. This just shows how immature our squad is. It's all fun and games with the youth, but this is just embarrassing, says Philip H. Did Ollie forget he's got subs, says Scott Andrews. What the hell are Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka doing? Someone's got to be on him. I think, you know what, I feel a bit of an idiot because I said Lindelof's been brilliant this half, but the problem is I've played centre-back myself, and some of you will have played it. They're down the right-hand side again. Williams doesn't stop the cross coming in. And as a centre-back, you can't keep winning the header every time. He's got to stop the cross coming in. What chance does our defence have against Champions League quality attacks, as Mojo? Well, maybe we should have brought Fosu Mensah on for Williams. Why the hell doesn't Ollie make changes? The subs made a huge difference in the Champions League. Goddamn, Ollie make changes, says John. You know what? We do deserve to lose this game because defensively we've been shocking. But I feel for Bruno. I feel for Pogba. I feel for Martial. I feel for Greenwood because I think they've played well. I think Fred's played well as well. Defensively and Rashford, it's been they've let us down. I actually think, you know, you can question Ollie for not making subs. I think the Rashford thing for me is the big one, but you can start doing your player ratings on the website, Manchester United, the unitedstand.com now. It might be the last player ratings of this season because at the moment we're looking in trouble here. We're looking in trouble. I hope we can get a goal. But I think it's just got that feeling to it now. I've just dropped the link in the video description for you. Not a lot of time left. You don't get a lot of added time in a Europa League game either. It's annoying because I think we've played well tonight. Sevilla are a good team, and I think we've been better than them at times. You think about the saves their goalkeeper made, especially at the start of the second half. Maybe Martial should have scored one of those, but to be fair, the keepers closed the angles on both of them. It wasn't a blatant, obvious sitter. It wasn't like Raheem Sterling last night, but we need to produce something now. I just hope we get that chance. Teams normally get a chance in the last 5 minutes. Let's see if we can get it. Rashford, it's a lovely ball into Bruno. I can't believe that's not a penalty. I cannot believe that's not a penalty on Bruno. That's 2. But you know what? We can't say anything because all our rivals say Penchester. So there's not going to be any justice, is there? But he's going to have a look. No penalty. Well, I don't know how it's not a penalty. He doesn't touch the ball. How is it not a penalty? The defender doesn't touch the ball. Is it clear and obvious? Is it a clear and obvious mistake? I suppose that's what it comes down to. We can't be relying on penalties anyway. Bruno. There's nobody in the box here. There's not enough people in the box there. It's almost worthless, Bruno whipping it in. There's one player in the box. Oh, another foul. Now he's going to book Maguire. Time is running out for Manchester United here. Matters coming on. And Dan James. Williams is off. Fosu Mensah is on. Four minutes to go. These subs are too late, you know. They're too late. You can get your player ratings done. The link is in the video description. I feel sick. I feel absolutely sick. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. Match reactions coming up straight after this. United just don't look like they've got anything left now. I don't even know what his substitutions were. Matters on. I think he's taken off Wan-Bissaka, is he? Terrible ball, that. Cross comes in. I think it's gone. I think it's gone. 88 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, I'm gutted. Look, when you lose, you've got to take it on the chin, haven't you? I'm gutted. Defence have let us down. They've cost us this game. The only thing I'd say about Ollie is I think tactically they've done a good job, but he's relied on two young players today that for me have not been good enough for a long time. Marcus Rashford and Brandon Williams. They've not been good for a long time, and he stuck by them, and that's very admirable. But for me, you can't carry players in a tournament like this, and I think he carried them. And I think, you know, you're telling me that Rashford shouldn't have come off. I mean, some people are even saying half time. You're telling me Lingard or Matta's not going to do a better job than him. And as for Williams, again, he's on a yellow card. Like, take him off for Fosu Mensah. It's just frustrating. It's gone. It's gone, this. It's bloody gone. Oh, I'm so bloody pissed off. I hate losing. I hate losing. And I hate losing like this. We shouldn't have lost this. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. We move. We move. This isn't over yet. We've got 6 minutes. Come on. Just get that chance. Create that chance. You can vote for your player ratings. Links in the video description. Make sure you give every player a mark out of 10. And then give a star next to your man of the match. And then it will submit your score. Links in the video description for that. But Pogba does well. Here's Dan James. You've got to run with this, Dan. Go on, Dan James on FIFA. Oh, what you doing? Go down the bloody line into space, mate. Don't try and... They're all pulling out these bloody 5-star FIFA moves. When just keep it simple. We haven't lost yet, says Chelsea. Why is it that Ollie waits for the last 5 minutes to make subs? Hopefully the board can see how bad we need them. Here's Martial. He can't do it all on his own. Bruno into Martial. What are we doing? Chase the bloody ball! Right, if you click the link in the video description, it will take you to this page. Player ratings, you mark them all out of 10. Put a star next to your man of the match. Every player marked out of 10, 6 being average, 10 being superb, 1 being total shit. All your players, manager, man of the match, put a star next to it, and then it will say submit the score. That's how it works. Link in the video description. Agarlo's on for Greenwood. The disappointing thing is we haven't even bloody created a chance yet. 3 minutes left. Dan James, decent cross, kept it in. Edge of the box. Come on, win the second ball for God's sake. Sean Turner, Ollie can't handle big games. You know what? Big games are going to be tight. Martial on the left, attacking the box. Who's that on the edge? Who is that on the edge of the box? Agarlo, just play a simple pass. What is he doing? He comes on the pitch and he's trying to skip past 3 players like he's an Olympic skier. Cross comes in. Keeper's got it. Shit again. This is the bench for you. This is why Ollie doesn't make subs. Bruno. You got one. What? Cross is going to come in surely. Fosu Mensah. Cross comes in. It's over Pogba. Who's on the back post? Who's on the back post? Everyone goes to the ball. Fred, you got to move that quick. You bloody idiot. That's it. It's over. Bloody Fred. What's he trying to do here? Come on. Move the ball. You've got a minute. Martial on the left. No. Fucking anticlimax. What an anticlimax. Player ratings, link in the video description. We'll be doing the match reaction. We got all the fan cams with Saeed and Adam and Ricky. As Navas is on the floor. Oh, fuck it. I just feel... This is where doing a match reaction straight after a game is a bad idea, because there's things I want to say in the match reaction that I don't know whether I want to say in an hour's time. It's a dangerous thing to do. And that's it. Final whistle. You bunch of prats. You absolute bunch of prats. They're not even the better team. This is the thing. They're not even the better team. We were better than them. Their goalkeepers had a bloody worldie in our defence. You, Harry Maguire, take that off your arm and never put it on again. Captain my arse. Where's the bloody leadership in that team? He's got to sort this out. Ollie has got to sort this out. That defence is a bloody joke today. We should win that game 1-0. If they could defend, we'd win 1-0. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe they have messed that up. That is a bloody joke. That defence cost a lot of money. 80 million Harry Maguire. 50 million Aaron Wan-Bissaka. A young right back at left back who can't stop a cross coming in. Can't even pick up his man. Both goals on him as well. I just think defensively they've let people down today. And I tell you what, Harry Maguire's not a bloody captain. I like him. I think he's a decent centre back. He ain't a captain. No way. Gutted. I'm absolutely gutted by that. Embrace the L. Well, yeah. Just... This shouldn't have happened. Should not have happened. Idiots. Absolutely bloody idiots. And I tell you what, it's a massive, 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 massive loss. I'm not going to pretend it's not. I'm not going to pretend it's not. Because that's, you know, what was this all about? A big test against a decent European side. The opportunity to go and win a trophy and show that you're a bunch of winners. And today, Marcus Rashford and the back four pissed it up the wall. And, you know, Ollie's got to take some responsibility because he picks the team. There was the warning signs were there with some of them. I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming because I don't think Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Fred... Martial and Greenwood didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that tonight. I thought they played well. And I thought in some ways we played well, but that's just naivety at the back. It really pisses me off. It's pub defending. It belongs in a pub team. Well, it doesn't even belong in a pub team. It belongs in a pub car park at last orders when you all find a bloody cabbage to kick about when you're pissed up and you're walking home. Terrible. I don't know how we've lost that game, apart from poor defending. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. And the thing is, it really frustrates you. Really frustrates you when you lose a game because of prats at the back. And I don't feel sorry for them. They can cry their arse off. I don't care. They can get the bloody tissues out. Because if you ain't good enough to wear the shirt, you ain't good enough. And some of them players at the back deserve a rollicking. Not there. We'll come back next year. We should have been there this year. We're not in this tournament next year. Defence, you know, people talk about Jadon Sancho. Bloody Jadon Sancho. Is he going to play centre-back or left-back? No, he's not. Anyway, look, match reaction time. Link in the video description. I will continue this there. The link in the video description. Thanks for watching on Twitch, everyone. Give us a follow. United Stand YouTube channel for fan cams and match reaction and your player ratings. I'm literally going to be about 60 seconds. Links in the video description. You can get over to the website and do your player ratings. We'll be doing them live on the match reaction as well. I'll see you there in about a minute's time. Link in the video description, and we'll unload properly. But I'm bloody disgusted by that. And not... Well, I'll talk more on the match reaction. Link in the video description. I'll see